Robin has any.
Yeah, Fred, why don't you throw that in today?
To make this man happy, I'll definitely do that.
Thanks, Fred.
Listen to the news later.
The more tragic, the bigger the laugh.
That's it. Yeah.
For example, 5 people died in a tornado today. Something like that, you know. By the way, 3 children were gang raped. They were 7, 8, and 11 years old.
Hey, actually, you know what, on the news this morning?
Yeah.
There was I don't know where it was. There was a sheriff's deputy that dumped a paralyzed guy right out of his wheelchair.
Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was on tape. I was thinking Eric the Midget, somebody should do that to him.
Yeah, they kept playing it on CNN yesterday. The guy got picked up for a traffic violation. He's been a paraplegic for 18 years or something. And the deputy did not believe he was a paraplegic. So she just walked behind him and took the wheelchair and dumped him out of it. Nice. And he crumbled to the floor.
That's right.
Thank you, Fred.
All right. Thank you.
I love you, Howard.
All right. Let's go to Vaughn. Vaughn, you're on the air. Quickly, I'll buzz through these phone calls quickly. There's a lot of people on the lines, but you've got to go quick. Go ahead, Vaughn.
Hey, Howard. I noticed with Artie being gone, there was a lot of Fred yesterday, and that was, like, really refreshing. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, Fred was on fire yesterday. Fred came to life.
There you go.
Everyone was shocked.
Me too.
That Fred actually speaks.
That's right. No. Fred is good.
And what's also interesting about Fred is he happened to be on the wrap-up show, which I love, too. And he plugged, we wouldn't have known this, but he happened to plug that he's going to be on Fuse next Tuesday.
I made a mistake.
Is that right?
It will be not next Tuesday, it's the following Tuesday, it's the 26th.
You will be on the TV channel Fuse.
It's a music channel, Fuse.
And you will be performing live?
Performing live.
Wow.
Doing 2 songs, and they're making the mistake of talking to me, so.
Is this a show where they talk to an artist about his songs, and then he plays?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure that's what they do. I don't know what they're going to talk to me about, since I don't really have an extensive body of work or a career in that regard, but I'm going to have fun.
Now, how did this come about, and why don't you ever tell anyone?
Through Buchwald.
Through Don Buchwald. Fuse called and said, we'd like to...
Tony Burton said, you know, these guys wanted to have you on the show. And it wasn't like a hard and fast thing. I didn't even find out until maybe about a day or so ago that it was happening.
Are you excited about this? Does this mean you're getting recognition as a musician?
I don't know about recognition, but I'm going to go and have some fun, that's for sure.
And will you bring your entire band?
Well, there's only 2 other guys, yes.
Right, you will bring them. And what will they do? They'll set
like Led Zeppelin. There's only 3
That's it. There's only 3 guys.
So much music for 3 guys.
Yeah, that's it. It's very loud, so.
Do you feel...
And apparently there'll be a studio audience, so that'll be fun.
Oh.
All right. So, so in other words, this will be taped...
No, it's live.
Live. It goes on TV live.
Yeah. And I don't know what their restrictions are, so I guess I'm going to have to behave myself.
What time is this?
6 o'clock on that Tuesday.
Not this Tuesday, the following Tuesday.
Right.
I see.
Hey, Howard.
And you will perform 2 songs that you wrote?
2 songs that I have written, and I don't know where they're going to go from there. Maybe they're going to have another person on the show. They don't trust me to fill the whole hour, but we'll see.
Will you...
Hey.
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, my goodness.
You're so excited, Vaughn, that I
Vaughn's
really...
more excited than I am.
Go ahead, Vaughn. Since you're so excited, I'll give up.
No, I just want to say, Fred, did you find yourself purposely talking more yesterday because Artie was out?
No.
No, things just came up.
It was a natural progression.
I don't need Fred being all chatty. Don't encourage that.
No, I try to be mindful of that because there are some people that like it and some people that get annoyed by it.
So. Right.
Well, I want more Fred and less Ralph, but if I can make a request, you played like a prank call on Fred one time where it was like Riley calling Fred, and like every time you guys played it, I missed it. And if I could hear that, that'd be awesome.
I'm not recalling Riley.
Oh, you know what? I know what he's thinking of, but it wasn't really like a prank call on Riley. It was like one of those things where Sal or somebody...
it was on you.
No, I know that. I think Sal or somebody called in from the back. It was during the show, and it was supposedly Riley arguing about money, and I started arguing with the tapes. It turned out to be Sal on a computer.
I see. Oh, right. We tricked you.
Right.
And you were arguing with Riley. Yes, that is correct. All right. Thank you, Vaughn.
All right, thanks.
Well, there it is. Fred will be on the Fuse channel with his music.
Not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
And what 2 songs have you selected for Fuse?
Breakdown, and what was the other one?
Tom Petty's Breakdown?
Nope, my own Breakdown.
Oh, your own Breakdown.
I lifted the title, but not the song.
Okay.
And a song called Don't Talk Down to Me.
Is that about me?
No, it's not about you, but it was inspired by the show.
Well, there'll be a lot to talk about. I don't want to...
I'm sure there will.
I can't wait to see it.
It won't be a stellar appearance by like Led Zeppelin, but it'll be fun.
Right. I mean, how will you dress? Will you dress rock and roll
I'm
style?
going to dress the same shitty way I always dress.
I see. Will you wear short sleeves to show off your tattoo? That's very popular
I might do that.
with rock stars.
I might do that.
Yeah. I had a feeling. He's very proud of that tattoo.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
I might even draw a couple on there to look more like Amy Winehouse.
Good. I like that.
Did you finally see Amy Winehouse?
Yes, I did. Boy, she's a real mess, but that's what's great. I mean, you know, she's fun to watch because she's so fucked up. She's weird. As you described, she's very ticky. She's super skinny. She's got no waist. She's just got these big, long, stick legs. And
right. You can't really see what's going on where the dress is, but then you see the arms and the legs.
And that fucking hairdo with the beehives and the real bees coming out of it. I mean, it's unbelievable. Let's go to, this is a call I must take. Eric the Midget. Hello, Eric. This guy, he did his American Idol show last night. By the way, the American Idol was 2 hours last night.
I thought they were finished with the auditions. Am I?
No, they're done with the auditions, and now they're narrowing it down to 24 people.
Oh.
And Eric did his show last night. Let me see if I can find this, because J.D. said, he begged me. He said, please, Howard, can I come in today, if Eric calls in, and beg you that I never have to listen to Eric's show again? He said, I cannot take it. He said, I fell asleep during listening to it twice. J.D., go ahead, make your plea.
Dude, I had to stand up to edit it, so I didn't fall asleep.
Really?
Yeah.
Eric, the show was as bad as... I don't know if you want to call it bad or good.
Well, what is it that bores you? Is it them not being able to understand what's being said?
That, and it's the same thing. It's 90% Q&A for Eric, and I don't care about Eric's life or anything whatsoever. And the other 10% is, this guy's doing good. This guy's not doing good. That's it. That's the show. And then two other annoying people that I don't even know, just yapping.
Yeah, there are two new sidekicks.
Really?
There are two guys. There's that chick and Eric.
Heal this nation. Yes, we can. Repair this world. Repair this world. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Wow.
And here is the McCain version. It's a play on that speech where he said, bomb Iran.
The work that we face in our time is great. In a time of war, and the terrible sacrifices it entails, the promise of a better future is not always clear. It's going to be other wars. I'm sorry to tell you, it's going to be other wars. We're going to have a lot of combat wounds, and my friends, it's going to be tough, and we're going to have a lot to do. That old Beach Boys song, Bomberan.
Bomberan. That's good.
I'm still convinced that withdrawal means chaos, and if you think that things are bad now, if we withdraw, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet.
A good idea. The word might suffice.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Somebody ought to take that thing where he said we're going to be in Iraq for another 100 years and make a song out of that.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty good.
Don't think too many people want to sing along.
No.
And Mike Huckabee, he didn't win anything yesterday, but he still says he's staying in 2-8.
While it may be mathematically impossible to see how...
What's he up to? I mean, what's he doing? What's his game plan here?
Well, people are trying to determine if he's trying to have a bigger voice at the convention, get more delegates than Romney, or is he running for vice president? They can't really figure it out.
Tom McCain, I'm saying, you know what, this guy's a major pain in the ass. I don't want him to be vice president.
Maybe he can't avoid it if he stays out there.
Could play out right now. I know this. Right now, nobody has the 1,191 delegates, and therefore it would be a little premature to quit until the...
Any guy says premature, I wouldn't vote for. Yeah, everyone knows the word's premature. It would be a bit premature. No, I'm not voting for you.
You can't get his vote. Not saying premature.
Premature. I know someone who says premature, and I wasn't too choked up with that.
That story about the guy who was almost died in the S&M Club, it does fascinate me.
Yeah.
Now they're saying that Robert Benjamin cannot remember putting on the handcuffs, the nipple clamps, the dog collar, the high-heel shoes, or the hood. And now he's vowing that he will never, ever, ever do this again.
All right.
How long before he does it again?
Month.
Yes. Really. The judge has told Paul McCartney and Heather Mills not to talk to the press about their legal battle.
That's going to be hard for her. She
try
loves
this
it.
in the press, I suppose.
She loves going to the press.
Stupid bitch.
We won't be hearing much about that. Meanwhile, there's an article in the paper today about George Bush's ex-sister-in-law. She apparently was dating this guy, and he gave her a ring he claims is worth $434,000, and now he wants it back since they aren't dating anymore.
I still subscribe to the fact that if you give somebody a gift, whether it's an engagement ring or whatever, it's theirs. It really is. I mean, that's it. You gave it to them. And I know you're saying, well, if the engagement's called off, then, you know.
Well, I always thought if the guy calls off the engagement, he loses the ring.
Right.
If the girl calls off the engagement, she should give it back.
Right. Okay, that would be the right thing to do. But I'm talking legally.
Well, I'm just saying that seems like a reasonable thing to me. Meanwhile, they say this ring was given as a Christmas gift. Now, that's the double whammy. If you give an engagement ring as a gift on a holiday like Valentine's Day or Christmas, it is a gift.
Right.
I don't know the details here, but she says she's not giving it back.
See, look how smart I am. I proposed on the 13th of February.
Just in case.
Just in case.
A beagle won the Westminster Dog Show for the first time.
Beagles are among the cutest dogs on the planet, but they're very hard to train. Very hard. That's what a guy told me who's a dog trainer, professional dog trainer. Beagles are the toughest to train.
Well, this beagle made history being the first beagle to be named top dog and received a standing ovation. Mm-hmm. I also noticed there was some celebrity trainer type people or dog owners in the competition this year. Patty Hearst had a dog who got a ribbon. And somebody, I think it was Lisa G, kept sending me an email the other day that Charles McCord had a dog in the show.
Fuck you!
Right.
Fucking faggot!
At least the dog didn't win.
What?
Charles McCord's dog.
It's not the top dog, but it won best in its breed, I think.
No, it didn't.
It didn't?
Couldn't.
You're a piece of shit!
What else?
Oh, my goodness. The writer's strike seems to be over. Here's the WGA president, Patrick Verone, saying the strike was necessary, though, 1-7.
This was not a strike that we wanted, but one we had to conduct in order to win jurisdiction and establish appropriate residuals for writing in new media.
Yeah, I'm happy for those guys. Yucko the Clown has a theory on why Artie is out sick. What's the theory?
Okay, it's Valentine's Day's coming up, and he's crying into a big heart-shaped box of chocolates right now. Oh, where's my Dana?
Okay, Yucko, thank you for that theory.
We never got a chance to see how the weekend went with Dana because Artie's not here.
That's right.
Paris.
Hey, Howard.
Yes, Yucko.
I sent out invitations. Jason should be passing them out today for my wedding.
Oh, wonderful.
Is that right?
Yeah. They should be getting there any time now, so Jason's going to pass them out for me.
All right. When is the day?
May 3rd.
I'm surprised you're announcing it. Aren't you afraid of paparazzi?
Yeah, right. Look at me.
Goodbye. Congratulations. Yes, Robin, you were saying.
Paris Hilton has a new movie, The Hottie and the Naughty. Her brother was just arrested for DUI, which I suppose now runs in the family.
Right.
So here's Paris talking about what she's doing for her birthday, 2-2.
I'll be in Las Vegas for like 8 days.
I read the paper. She had like 9 parties going. Like, it's a whole big deal. It's her birthday.
Yeah, it's the 17th of February. It's a day we all should celebrate.
Magic, and I'm going to be rehearsing. I'm doing the Pussycat Dolls, performing with them. And I'm going to have a huge party at Pure, into LAX, all in Vegas, and then do a party in LA area, and then a couple other parties around New York.
Let that click come on.
So the whole country will be partying because Paris was born.
Right.
And
National
that's
holiday.
What's happening.
All right, thanks, Robin. I'm surprised. At least she's having a party on her birthday. I thought she might be spitting on homeless people. Okay.
Check out King Norris on the Fuse channel on a show called The Sauce, hosted by Steve Smith. That's February 26th on Tuesday. And then March 8th, Saturday night, King Norris at Tiki Stadium, Keansburg, New Jersey. See Gary 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 along with some special appearances by some cast members of the show, including Sal, Richard Christie, John Hine, Benji Brock, and Artie Lang at the Borders Bookstore on Park Avenue and 57th in Manhattan. Tomorrow, Valentine's Day, from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. 10% of all purchases that day go to Lifebeat, the music industry that fights AIDS. See the Killers of Comedy February 15th at the El Corazon in Seattle, Washington. February 16th at the Hawthorne Theater in Portland, Oregon. And February 23rd at the Broadway Theater, Pittman, New Jersey. Go to RevBobLevy.com for complete information. Check out Levy's Comedy Club at the Ramada Inn, Levittown, Pennsylvania. Call 215-945-LEVY for upcoming shows or go to RevBobLevy.com. To book Benji and his naked lesbian bachelor party strippers for all your party needs, go to DialAdvancer.com.
What? He's the guy who made the sex tape with Paris Hilton.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Could you be a little more specific?
JD told me Pam Anderson's dating Rick somebody, and I said, who is that?
Oh, that was the guy who was... We've had him in here. He made that sex tape.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Great guy.
Oh, you remember.
Type of guy you want to go get a beer with.
Yeah.
Rick Solomon. I don't remember him, honestly.
You looked at him and you said, how does he get all those women?
No, he's getting Pam Anderson, according to this thing. Let me see what this is.
Well, he's had... who was he married to? That girl from 90210, Shannon Doherty.
Let me hear this.
Thank you, Pamela. Pamela Anderson has a new stranger to the spotlight.
Harry, how'd I get to be so lucky?
You remember Rick Solomon, a.k.a. the guy who spent one night in Paris?
You're like obsessed. You always film me.
Now he's spending one night with Pam Anderson's kids? TMZ caught the XXX artiste leaving a Los Angeles eatery with Pam and Fam the other night. That's all right. It's only natural that you and Rick would hook up. After all, you've got a lot in common.
Come on, show me your stuff.
I don't know. You know, Pam hangs out with a lot of dudes. I don't know that she's giving it to him. How do they draw that?
The other day, she was all over Tommy Lee, right?
Right. They don't know that she's doing them. You know, honestly, I mean, what is that?
I don't know. Richard just reminded me, Rick Solomon is the interview that got us kicked off a Clear Channel.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that?
No.
He talked a lot about sex, and then I think he used a racist term, too, and that's the one that they
pinned on us?
They did. That's the one they pointed to when they got rid of us.
Yeah.
That was him?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah. Now that he's saying that, I do remember.
Is anybody, are you dating anybody that we should know about?
Should I tell a story? Funny story.
Great.
That's hilarious.
This is Pam Anderson on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
All right.
Saying she met a poker player, so maybe it's him.
I love her funny story.
Okay. Well, I was playing poker one night in my room, and I was down about 250 grand.
Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah. I was up 80 down. It was a long story. I was up 250 grand. So, I was thinking, do I buy...
Where did she get 250 grand?
She must have won it at that poker table.
There's difference of opinions with this. For some reason, I thought she was rich somehow with owning that VIP show. No way?
No, I know.
VIP wasn't Baywatch.
Yeah. I know more about Pam than I let on. She ain't rich.
Right.
Richard Prince painting, or he said if I made out with him, that I could clear the thing. So a couple days went by after he followed me around like a puppy dog.
He said. Who's he?
He, just this guy. He's a poker player. And
professional?
Yeah. And
Pam is, I love her, but she's the worst at telling a story.
And this is a funny story.
First of all, she's playing poker in her room.
And gets down 250 grand.
And there's a guy in her room.
This is a perfect example of like the pain that people who are comedians on talk shows have to go We'd be kicked off.
Right.
Never invited back.
If you did this on Letterman or Ellen DeGeneres, you'd be off. Instead, Ellen DeGeneres finds this charming.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. The person who booked you would be fired.
Right. After my agent, everybody would be escorted out of show business.
I ended up, I ended up paying off my poker debt and buying the painting. So, and then I fell in love. Now we're engaged. Really? Well, why? You said 2 years. I'm not really engaged. Yes, I don't know what I am, but yeah, it worked out.
I'm engaged. She's constantly engaged.
But that's the pretty girl thing. The guys always ask you to get married immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to marry me immediately.
I liked it.
And has he given you some good poker tips? If he's professional, was that the first time you had met him?
The first time I played poker.
Really?
Obviously.
And
we're in love. This is nice.
All right,
nice guy.
All right. So
I thought it was a funny story.
It is a funny story.
You know,
it's just that you teased us, and we now want
to know. I paid off a poker debt with sexual favors and fell in love.
It is a romantic. Yeah, let me tell you how Mommy and Daddy met.
Well, that was worse.
Wow.
Sometimes I think she's mentally ill, like the Britney Spears thing.
I was going to, it's not mental illness. It's not bright.
Not brightness?
Pam commenting on Kid Rock and Tommy Lee. I'd like to hear that. I don't know which show this is from. Maybe Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah, Pam should give us these interviews.
Oh, no, she never gives us these interviews.
Yeah, what the fuck, Ellen?
So, Kid Rock and Tommy Lee, first of all...
Pam was just in here with that magician character.
Right, and that was a great interview. There was nothing.
There was nothing going on at that point.
This is scoop.
Oh, sure, there's stuff going on.
You just don't know what they are.
Last time you were here, you said they didn't get along. So they don't.
Can you tell?
Yeah, now we know for sure. All right, so...
I was reading some article where the guy was saying that some women really love when guys fight over them. It's like a real thing for women.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's the ultimate. And they were saying, Pam Anderson's aging and that this is like so great for her that this is everything that she lives for.
Look, I looked at Tommy Lee in the paper the other day and I was like, who's fighting over him? Who wants him?
Do you know, did you watch it happen?
I actually left. No, I presented Kanye, and then I got off the table, and that's happened before. Anyway, I got off the table, and I left, and since I left, they all went after each other.
And now, went after each other. Tommy Lee, on his website, released an apology and said, I think sort of said that it was someone the kid had attacked him.
I'm still confused.
Do you care? Are you staying out of it?
I'm staying out of it.
Completely.
That's why I'm staying out of it.
All right. Well, clearly you and Tommy are good friends, and you have kids together, and you were sitting on his lap earlier.
He pulled me on his lap and spanked my butt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was that okay or no?
Yeah.
That was okay?
That was all right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. What are you going to do?
Okay.
Boys.
So they were fighting over, do you know why they were fighting?
I don't really know.
That's mind-numbing.
Well, she's a good girl. She lets guys spank her and pull onto her lap.
Tommy has had this relationship with her the whole time. The first time he met her, he licked her face, if you recall.
Yeah.
And he's been taking advantage, just doing whatever he wanted ever since.
How much longer, Howard, do you think she has before men in general in this country just don't give a fuck about anything she says?
I don't know.
Because she's hot enough to where you go, hey, what's going on with her? She get married? That's kind of hot.
You're asking me how long before she hits the wall.
Basically.
Pam has said she's hit the wall already. She doesn't know everyone's making a fuss.
She still looks sexy to me.
Bull crap. Yeah. She's saying it before anybody else can, number one.
Maybe.
And number two, every time when I'm listening to her, I hear Farrah Fawcett.
Oh, really? Well,
because Farrah had it happened to Farrah in a day.
Right. One day she was
hot, and the next day she was not.
Well, I like Pam because she's always done our show. And so even at the height of her fame, whatever that was, she's always been loyal to the program.
Yeah, but I think Well, no, you're right, but I think...
Do I think that...
Being on this show helped her
But you're right. I mean, her thing is that she's hot and sexy and looks good, and you want a timetable. I hear what you're asking. It's going to be 3.5 years.
Really? Okay, good.
Yeah. 6 months after our Sirius contract.
I like
That's when it will happen. No one will care.
Oh, I see.
That's all. No, I mean, I don't know. People are still interested in her. She still knows how to put on a sexy little outfit and, go out there and strut it around. She's obviously not the Pam Anderson of 15 years ago.
She doesn't make those lists anymore.
No. Listen, it's tough. Man, I had a pretty good day yesterday. I sat in my house and just watched TV and... I don't know.
That was a good day?
Yeah, to me.
Good day?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I fell asleep on the bowl this was actually kind of serious. Sometimes, like I told you, I wake myself up by doing that, like jumping real quick.
Right, like you feel yourself falling or something?
Like kind of what the video looks like of me hitting my head, and I went to take a leak, and I sat down, and I must have fell asleep.
You fell asleep during a leak?
Yeah, but
that's what he's saying. That's why he's concerned. When did this happen?
What time? I continue to sit there. 3:30?
In the afternoon?
No. This morning.
Oh, at night.
This morning?
In other words, you were in the middle of sleep and you woke up to piss.
Yes.
You sit on the bowl, and you just passed out on the bowl.
I took a leak, and then I'm like, well, let me just sit here for a second. Oh, man. And then I fall asleep, and I do that thing where it's like Richard blowing the horn. I kind of, but on my own, and I fell towards the shower stall, and I hit my head on the fucking shower thing, and then I got up. And it
could have waked you up.
Yeah, but it's really pathetic.
What do you think's going on, Artie? Do you think because of all the weight
What are you doing before you go to sleep?
You eating a big meal?
Jerking off. Typical shit.
Eating, jerking off.
Yeah. I did. Well, last night I tried desperately not to eat after 7, but...
I got news for you. I got news for you. I was having such a problem from overeating like that. Because sometimes I can just get into this jag where I eat big meals, especially at night.
Yeah.
Now I'm just cutting down. I don't fart at night anymore. It's so liberating. Like, I'm not all gassy and uncomfortable. So, I mean, I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, you're into the jag where you're really eating all the time. But I'm telling you.
Yeah, trying to stop at 7 for Artie is like trying to come to a complete stop while going 90 miles an hour.
Right, I can't stop at 7 either. What I do is, you'll laugh. I have like a couple of grapes and I have some cashews, and that kind of satiates me. And
I ain't laughing at nobody now.
No.
I mean, since I stopped playing, like after I got out of high school, I played 1 year in this, they call it semi-pro. It was a hardball league, and I loved playing. And after that, when I started playing softball, which is just an excuse to drink, I've led as unhealthy 20 years as you could imagine. And now I am just at the pinnacle of shit health. And, and 40's approaching. There's a lot of very...
scaring you at all into like dieting?
No.
Yeah, no, lately it
scaring him, but not into dieting.
Dying?
Why don't you get one of these personal coaches, like, who take over everything? Kind of like what Robin did, like move them in. And
like a sober coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. There's a coach for everything nowadays.
Dr. Ronnie's hardcore commitment. Robin was up for that. I mean, just like someone who would...
Yeah, you need like a regular person who would just cut your portions and, feed you at, every 2-hour intervals, but you couldn't get any of your own food.
But, I mean, commit to it.
And stay with you 24 hours a day.
And, see, like now, though...
you got to lose the weight.
I said to myself, all right, this weekend I'm really going to have... a healthier weekend. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. I'm going to jog, And then thank you, Gilbert.
Jog.
And then I realized Gilbert doesn't think I can do it. Right. And then I realized that I got a gig in Detroit. I got to go to Detroit. So, and it's like, all right.
You can still do it. You can still cut back.
A guy I know is flying me up on a private jet to Detroit. And there's food on a jet. And
you don't have to have food on the jet.
What do you mean, though, Art? Who's this guy flying?
There's a guy that, I guess he doesn't want me to say his name, but I might get into business with this guy concerning my website.
Yeah.
And
he's got a private jet, this dude?
He's a big-time hedge fund guy. Big time.
And he wants to be in the website business with you?
He's not, like, he runs...
He must be a star fucker.
Multi-billion-dollar...
Wow.
You let the guy tell a story?
He runs a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, and he likes the world of entertainment. He's interested in it. Real, you talk about type A personalities. I went to meet him at his office. It's got the most incredible view of Central Park I've ever seen. And the guy, about a 45-year-old guy, in perfect shape. When he talks to you, you feel he's
focused on you.
Focused, he makes you feel important. And he got in contact with me through a friend of his that had seen me do stand-up or something. I don't know. But there's this whole big thing now, websites. You know what Will Ferrell's doing with Funny or Die?
Right.
Use your brand to stretch out and do some entertainment and stuff, yeah. I considered that,
Make little videos and all that stuff Will is doing.
You're on such a different level.
No, I just kind of just said, it sounds like a lot of fucking work.
That's the problem. But there's... anyway, it's being discussed, and I went and met the guy. He's a really nice guy. He's from Detroit.
Right.
And
where's he live, Grosse Pointe?
Well, no, he's from Detroit originally. He lives in Manhattan.
He's out of there now.
And, yeah, right. And he's
so many billionaires in Detroit.
Hardcore local sports fan of Detroit. So I happen to have this gig up there, and he said, I'm going to go to the Lions game and probably the Michigan game.
So you're hopping a ride with him?
And he goes, I want to come see your act because I haven't seen it yet
so he's
live.
putting that on his itinerary?
It's like a business thing almost. Yeah. And he said, hey, you want to come up? I got the jet. So it's going to be a lot of fun,
What kind of jets he got?
I'll see. I don't know.
Probably one of them Gulfstreams.
So now, Artie, you can't dictate what kind of food is on the jet. There'll be food on the jet.
See, well, that's the problem. And it's like, when I went for a meeting...
It's not that long a flight, dude. You could skip the whole eating thing.
It's an hour and 10 minutes, yeah. That's all drinking.
Yeah, just drink. What is this hedge fund shit? I know these guys are all rich, but what do? They do in the stock market?
The guys who finance Beer League were involved with hedge funds. What a hedge fund is... Now, look, get ready to pounce on me, because I might be totally wrong. This is my understanding of what a hedge fund is.
All right.
You get a big, a huge, consortium of investors.
Right. You get a whole bunch of dudes who have money.
A whole bunch of guys who are capable. Some are bigger fish, some are smaller. Some might be capable of putting in $1 million. Right. Some... $200,000 or whatever, right. And you get it to be a huge sum, and
then you buy a bunch of stocks.
You hire a guy to manage your money. You hire a guy to manage the hedge fund, and he puts the hedge fund into all different investments, and at the end of the year you get a statement. Look, here's what we made. And it could be anything. It could be stocks. It could be real estate. It could be with the beer.
So what's the VIG? I mean, they get.
I would assume they get a percentage, and...
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, but...
I might go into this hedge fund business. I see all these guys with the big money are the hedge fund guys. Right. I could do that.
Like the guys who did Beer League ran a $500 million hedge fund.
Can't be that hard. I know a lot of imbeciles who are doing it and making a fortune.
But it's not hard to make a fortune with $500 million behind.
That's what I mean. You know what? You're right, Howard.
If you get $1 billion, everything you buy becomes important.
Right.
But you know what, Howard? You're right, because there are a lot of imbeciles doing it. That's why when you meet a guy like this, you go like, wow, that's where I want my money. Right. And because this guy ain't no imbecile. And the company that he started... I'll tell you off the air. If you Google it, it's pretty impressive. But so they put these people in all different investments. And, for instance, Beer League was a $3 million investment for the hedge fund.
Why is he, no offense, but why is he taking an interest in a peddling bullshit enterprise like a website?
Because he's fascinated by it.
I see. It's fun for him.
It's a personal thing.
Oh, okay. So he's not saying...
It's something new that he found out about. He said, I'd like to get into that.
He's not putting any of the hedge fund's money into this.
But this is a personal thing.
Yeah.
So in other words, he likes show business, he likes your act, and he's thinking, hey, you know what, let's have some fun here and see if we can't build this website into something.
Yeah, and he threw around numbers in the office. I explained to him, I sort of gave him my little resume and stuff, and he told me...
Is he going to pay you?
That all has to be discussed.
In other words, he wants Artie-Lang.com. He'll take it over and he'll manage the whole website?
That's the eventual goal.
Tell him I'll do it, too, if you can piggyback me into this.
Do you want to?
Yeah, sure. Let him take over HowardStern.com. Just give me a ton of fucking money.
You and him in a room, it would be impressive. But see, here's the thing. This guy knows nothing about... It's funny. Here were the numbers he was throwing out in this meeting. He goes, you know, it would be kind of a fun thing to dabble in. Like, say I give you $6 million and...
Hold it, put me in on this.
Right, so, and he goes, and I'm sitting there, that's like an hour into the meeting, and I'm like, yeah. I was thinking more like 50 grand.
Right, when do we start?
And he goes, and say like in a couple of years, you know, we sell it for 30, 35. It's not a huge profit, but yet, you know, it's something that's fun. It's interesting.
What is this guy, fucking on acid? It's not a huge profit.
Well, you know.
Not for him, apparently.
You sell Artie Lane for $35 million. That's a fucking major
After
hit.
only putting in $6 million, that's great.
Well, here's the thing. It sounds like this guy...
You sure this isn't the movie Trading Places? And they're just goofing on you?
Well, as long as
Artie, I think I'll give you $6 million.
As long as they're taping it all and I get a piece of the DVD. Well, in that would be the budget of the website, so maybe there'd be a salary allotted, but obviously I'd retain a huge percentage of it. You see, the other thing is, it doesn't sound like
I'll sell my whole percentage of my HowardStern.com.
No, you don't want to sell the
percentage. If you could just broker it for me.
It doesn't sound like this guy loses a lot, you know what I mean?
Fine. I'm ready to be taken over.
Like, that's why people would talk to me about the Sirius satellite, like, and what do you think what's going to happen? And I was like, I don't know if I'd bet against, like, Howard and Mel, you know. And this guy...
I don't know what's going to happen with Sirius.
But, you know, this guy you're confident in him in some level.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start out by maybe just starting to sell advertising on the site and getting my feet wet with it. And apparently there's enough hits to where...
It would be viable.
I can get ad revenue.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how we're going to tippy-toe into it. And if that does well in 6 months, you go you go further in.
There, huh?
So he's going to come to the gig to see the act live, and he's going to the Lions game, and he offered me a ride on the jet. So.
But the guy, if he's
you really want to meet the guy?
If he's a really good businessman, he should have just said to you, look, Artie, I'm thinking of paying you $5,000 for your website. And you would have been like, okay. I'll take care of my gambling for the weekend. We'll just start a different one.
You know, again, you see, but that's the thing. Like, with these companies, I read a whole article in this New York Times has opened up my entire life now.
Right.
So I read in the business section a few weeks ago that Yahoo was so behind Google. They missed out on all these acquisitions, like YouTube and everything else, and they're in disarray, like their infrastructure. They don't know what to do, and they got to catch up to Google. So they're like ripe to be taken in a way, because if any website gets kind of hot, Yahoo is sort of like buying.
They're looking for everything.
Yeah, whatever they can.
Behind,
and
hey, HowardStern.com gets a bunch of hits, Artie. See if you can broker that for me.
Oh, I'm sure it must be an insane amount.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
millions.
Definitely.
And so...
How come nobody's buying me out?
You're not available. You
probably like the hot chick thing.
Come on, Yahoo.
You don't go out there.
Yahoo wants to turn that organization around. I know a website that gets a lot of hits.
Well, that's it. Like, what a pittance to Yahoo is huge money to me. And I'm thinking in 5 years, if that happens, my fat ass will retire.
Right. You get $6 million for your website. You can say sayonara.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. So it's just an interesting part. I mean, how much longer am I going to fucking do the road?
Boy, you were doing lots of business yesterday. My whole attitude now is my future brother-in-law, 𝗛𝗄𝗿𝗱, we were sitting around talking. He goes, hey, man, did you ever watch the DVD Last Waltz? You know, Martin Scorsese.
Great film.
Yeah. I said, you know what? I'm a real fan of the band. So I guess because he had his wedding over at my house, he sent me the Last Waltz to watch.
Uh-huh.
So, man, that is a pretty cool movie.
Right.
You know, and I'm sitting there like, you know, an old fart going, boy, this is when music was really cool. Except I learned some stuff. I didn't know Robbie Robertson didn't sing at all in the band. I never knew.
The drummer.
Yeah, Levon Helms.
Levon Helms. And God, the work, all the heavy lifting that guy's doing. He's drumming, he's like, came down from Nazareth.
Well, now I understand why they broke up, because all the members of the band did all the singing.
Uh-huh.
And Robbie Robertson is the only guy who was really well known.
Right.
Because he's like the handsome guy. But he just stands there and plays fucking guitar.
Is that right?
And they're all pissed. He wrote a lot of the songs, though.
He did, though?
He really did.
Oh, okay, good.
That was his problem. He really couldn't sing. He doesn't have a good voice.
But you know what he does? He, like, smiles and, like, sings along, but, like, almost off mic. It's almost like they have his mic turned down.
That probably it's like Santana. Same thing. Santana can't sing, but he can play the guitar like a motherfucker.
Right. Yeah, Robbie's a pretty good guitar player, though.
See, Robbie put out a solo record, which I like, but he can't sing.
He can't.
He doesn't have a very good voice.
Oh,
but
can we find that? I'd like to hear
I tell you,
that
I was
voice.
watching the movie, obsessed with that the whole time. Like, you can't take your eyes off Robbie Robertson. He looks like a star. The guy plays the fucking guitar.
He tried to be a movie star for like 5 seconds, too.
Yeah, he's got charisma.
But he can't sing, and it's got to be so frustrating because Levon Helms singing, and he stands up front like he's going to start singing, and then he doesn't sing shit. He should be standing where Richie Sambora stands. Instead, he's standing there center
Front
stage.
and center.
Because he's supposed to be the lead singer.
He's probably standing in front of the guy singing.
Yeah.
When I lived
he needs all the other motherfuckers in the band.
Oh, sure. When I lived in L.A., I would go to that restaurant we talked about a couple times ago. Robbie Robertson was always there with, like, an Armani suit. And
oh, yeah, it was a great dresser.
Like a different smoking
but I told you
blonde.
But I told you my story with Robbie Robertson.
What was that?
I went to a party out in Malibu.
Right. Oh, maybe I know this, yeah.
Yeah. And I show up. I don't know. That day, a lot of chicks were paying attention to me. I'm there with Carmen Electra, blah, 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 blah. That was the day I took the shower with Carmen Electra.
That's another great day.
I must have had, girls must have, I don't know, whatever girls want, I must have had that day. Every fucking girl was rapping to me, inviting me into their fucking home. I mean, I was on fire.
You had a day.
You know what it was? I was divorced, I get a lot of pussy, and all of a sudden, maybe I was exuding confidence for once in my life.
You had some stank on your hang-up.
Yeah, I didn't look like a snail for
How long after the divorce was this?
Oh, this was almost a year.
Early.
No, I would say it's about just about the time I was meeting Beth, like around there.
So this was in your prime, sort of.
You met Beth 6 months after you got divorced.
I did?
No.
It wasn't a year. It was not. It was less than a year.
No. I can tell you it's about a year.
Yeah, I agree.
Because my ex-wife was already remarried. We're almost remarried.
Really?
Yeah.
By the time you met Beth, I thought,
no, that's wrong. I know that, but
but I'm telling you, it was almost a year.
Whenever that torrid pace you went on, this was probably in the middle of that. Like that
maybe 8 months, Robin. If I'm a little off, but anyway,
he's definitely off.
But I went to Malibu, and one of the parties I show up at, because all you do is Malibu's unbelievable for a single man, and if you get some sort of fame, I see why Spade bought that house there.
Of course, you have to be there.
You just walk up and down the beach. Everyone's house is on top of each other's. And as you're walking on the beach, you see chicks you've seen in movies and shit. And you go, hey! And they go, hey! Because you're famous.
Charlize Theron.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. It's like, for the first time, I'm like, man, I'm invited into the cool kids club. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to take advantage of this shit.
They don't know I'm not supposed to be here.
I walk by. Remember that chick who was in the movie and she dresses up like a boy, except she's got real big tits? She was there.
Just one of the guys.
Yeah, she was hot. Everyone's hot. They don't even let ugly chicks into Malibu. And I'm walking up and down.
Thank God they let ugly guys.
I see her. Hey, I see you in that movie all the time. She's like, yeah, come on over. Let's come on in. I'm staying at my friend's house here, and there's another hot chick, and they're serving me drinks, and we're hanging out on the deck. And then all of a sudden, go, oh, there's a party right there. And so I walk over to the party with Carmen Electra in tow, okay, and my friend Richie. I try to keep him in the back. And we go over and. Robbie Robertson's hanging out there.
Right.
So's that imbecile left the late night show. Craig Kilborn.
Craig Kilborn.
Yeah. So, nice guy, but why would he leave that show? Yeah. Now where is he? No one even knows where he can't
to become a writer. Remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Was he
Well, maybe he's writing.
Because that's a fun job.
He's writing letters.
He went from SportsCenter and giving the Jet score every week to that show, and now he's Hemingway.
I don't know what he was thinking. It was a pretty idiotic move.
That was a bad one.
So anyway, he's at the party, and then I see Robbie Robertson. I'm like, wow, cool, Robbie Robertson from the band, but he's looking older. And he's with Smoking Hot Chick.
Right.
Chick starts talking to me. Fucking Robbie, beelines, puts his arm around her.
Really?
Getting jealous, won't say anything to me.
Oh, yeah,
But he sees her putting, I should have fucked her. Because he was being an asshole.
What do you mean? If he brought the girl there, doesn't he have some sanitary rights?
Malibu, Robin. It's famous people.
He couldn't even say, I'm like, hey, man, how you doing? He was giving me the cold shoulder.
He doesn't like you. You know that, right?
He doesn't? Oh, I didn't know that.
There's two.
See, I didn't know he didn't like me, so I was like getting a vibe. I said, I should take this guy's broad, because it looked like she might have gone with me.
There's two incidents that I remember with Robbie Robertson. One was like
she was rapping to me pretty heavy and giving me the eye.
Young, hot blonde.
Oh, I know. This one was brunette. Who knows? It was probably the flavor of the
He always had a 24-year-old broad with him, that guy.
But he was hardly in the band anymore, you dig?
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, he hasn't been in the band for a long time.
Yeah, one incident was when it was like 1986 when we were doing one of those round robin sort of things, and he came in and he didn't know who you were, and you started asking a bunch of questions. I'll never forget. He looked at you and he stopped for a second and he goes, I had heard you were an asshole, and I'm not disappointed. Do you remember that?
Yeah, you know what? Well, guess what? Guess who's better? Because he'd stand there. I'm watching the movie of the band, and I'm going, holy shit, Robbie Robertson, no wonder the fucking guy you don't hear from him. He can't sing.
Yeah.
There's a million guitar players.
Fred, you get that song Broken Arrow.
And then it's so great because like Eric Clapton gets up and does a song with him, and he sings.
Right.
Bob Dylan gets up and he sings.
Yeah, what a
even
concert that turned
Bob
into.
Dylan can't sing, but he can sing.
Bob Dylan's
finds a
unbelievable.
way to do it,
He
though.
is. He's so charismatic in this thing. What is this?
This is Broken Arrow, Gary's saying.
This is Robbie Robertson's voice.
Oh. Yeah.
There's another song on here, like Somewhere Down the Lazy River, but he can't sing. You know what I mean?
He talks
You can hear that he can't sing.
He talks it. He gets and sings like 2 lines, and then he's got a chick backing him up on the other side.
Meanwhile, Joni Mitchell comes out.
Everybody can sing but him.
Like birds.
Yeah. But I mean, the movie's pretty magnificent. And actually, Robbie's a real good guitar player, I got to say. I mean, I was enjoying watching him. He's very charismatic on stage. I see why they put him up front. But Joni Mitchell, Dr. John, Neil Young comes out. Van
Neil
Morrison.
Young, that's right, is in it. Yeah.
Van Morrison's in it, who's funny as hell, because there's a guy who can sing, but he looks like he's a little tiny troll.
Odd-looking guy.
Him, it's like,
He's got man tits, and he's wearing a tight jumpsuit. Like, he doesn't know how to dress.
Right.
So he's wearing like a pantsuit. And with a
jumpsuit, like
with super tight, 2 sizes too small for him, with a tight tank top and big titties. But the motherfucker can, Van Morrison can sing.
That guy's got some of the best songs. Tupelo Honey.
But he's singing like a song, and I always heard about he was kind of tragic with chicks. Chicks were always breaking up with him and shit.
Right. That's where the pain comes from.
Yeah, he's got the titties. That's why.
He's got the titties.
Do you know
work out, though?
Do you know the story about that movie with Neil Young? Because it's a pretty famous story. So, Martin Scorsese directed the movie.
Right.
And and this has been documented, so it's no big deal. So they get the footage back, and Neil Young has this enormous booger in his nose, which they call a coke booger. Right? This enormous booger.
God.
And this is all pre, effects and CGI and all that stuff. And they love the performance, but they got this fucking thing that when they do close-ups that they can't do. So they had to go back and hand paint every frame. It cost like an extra $200,000.
Yeah,
to get the booger out.
To get the booger out. They called it a flying coke booger because you had to go find it on every frame and etch it out.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Because I was thinking how good Neil Young looked. I went, wow, I forgot when he was a young guy. But the whole time I was sitting there going, boy, he must have gotten tons of pussy. I mean, Robbie Robertson, too. And all these guys in the band probably got tons. But Neil Young, man, he was a good-looking guy who had about 5,000 hit fucking songs.
I mean, the songs I know, but I didn't know he was good-looking. I don't remember him from his...
You know who was good in that movie? I thought the Staple Singers had a great moment.
They were good. Clapton was good. Muddy Waters was good.
Yeah, Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond was even good. Yeah. I was shocked. I'm not a Neil Diamond fan. I never got Neil Diamond, but he was good with the band.
Neil Diamond can sing. That was another big thing that in that Rick Rubin article. He's obsessed now with making Neil Diamond hip again.
Making him have a comeback?
But there's
the
also...
guy can sing, actually.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying he couldn't sing, but he's kind of hokey.
There's also a great story in that about Scorsese with that movie. He had just done Taxi Driver, and I guess he got sort of drunk with success. And again, this is documented in books and stuff. There's a book called Easy Riders, Raging Bulls. It's unbelievable. It's about the movie business from Bonnie and Clyde in '67 up till Raging Bulls. So essentially, those classic movies in the '70s, Coppola, Spielberg, and Scorsese. So after Taxi Driver, Scorsese developed this huge coke problem, and he was trying to get right, and he went to live with Robbie Robertson, who was his friend.
Right.
And Scorsese broke up with his wife because of it. They were in a drugged-out haze for a couple of years.
By the way, I don't know anything about that.
This is true.
It is true.
Yeah,
okay.
this is
in a book.
It's in a book, definitely.
Thank God. All right.
And Scorsese went through a bad divorce and almost died. He had a well-documented problem. And that's how the movie came about, because they were always hanging out together, and they said, look, we're probably going to do one last tour. And he said, Martin, come on, it's a perfect way for you to get back into it and be passionate about something.
Right.
And in essence, Scorsese might have floated off into oblivion if Robertson didn't beg him to do this film.
It's cool, man. And I just love the band. I always did.
The last part of that story was, so Robbie Robertson and Scorsese are living together and partying like crazy and fucking broads like crazy.
Chicks all over the place, supposedly.
So Vanity Fair did an article about it. And Scorsese calls out Robbie Robertson. He's fucking out of his mind. He goes, I'm going to fucking sue them, those motherfuckers. And Robbie Robertson goes, Marty, the only thing they got wrong in the article was our address.
Yeah, that's funny. Maybe he's not a bad dude.
Well, just doesn't like you.
Yeah.
I know that guy Levon Helms doesn't dig him right now. They're not on good terms.
Tim's kid is on the phone.
Tim who?
Sabian.
Oh, really?
What's this about?
I met him. He's a nice kid.
Nick?
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's up?
Good morning. Just want to tell my pops happy birthday. His birthday this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
When is it? Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Love him to death, and he's the best.
Happy birthday, Tim.
Yeah, I never got a sense whether or not you loved your father to death. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Have you met him? You've seen them together?
Well, Tim's like a divorced guy. You never know how that goes down. Sometimes, like, the son will identify with the mother.
This is why he has to call us on the radio.
Right. Sometimes the son will identify with the mother and, you know, Daddy left. Well.
No, not like that at all.
Everybody's got their own ways.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Mommy left.
Who knows?
Just happened to take the kids with her.
I mean,
if I was married to Tim, I'd leave.
It's hard not to like Tim. He's the best guy.
He is the best guy.
He
He's
really
the best dad, man.
He is the best.
He's a good man.
Cool dude.
All right, I'll tell him happy birthday.
Appreciate it.
Take care, Nick.
See you, Nick.
I wonder if he gave him money.
Who? Nick gave Tim money?
No, Tim gave Nick money.
Sure, he's giving him plenty of money.
Then I was watching TV, and I decided to watch MTV2 because I said, you know, everyone's bitching about MTV not playing any music videos anymore. And I was like, well, don't they have MTV2? They play the music videos. Well, there
are other MTV channels that supposedly play music videos, yeah.
And sure enough, I go on there, and it was like, in fact, he's coming in today, 50 Cent. There was 2 50 Cent videos in a row.
He's got 2 videos?
It was 50 Cent and Nate Dogg and 50 Cent with Justin Timberlake and Timberland. They were doing, you know, so it was just like 2 videos in a row. It was a pretty good video, too, 50 Cent. It's just, you know, in it he's fucking around. He's got this hot girlfriend, and they're up to some kind of illegal shenanigans, you know, because he's a gangster, and the cops come and arrest him, and then he has to go to prison, and he's trying to see his girlfriend in prison, getting conjugal visits. And it's the whole thing. It was pretty good, actually.
Is that? Oh, that's probably an older video. I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And at this point, I'm thinking, he's bigger than Eminem. Does he still have to pay off Eminem? Give him dough, too?
Eminem, I think he's still under contract to Eminem.
He is? I got to ask him all that shit today. I want to know how that whole business thing goes down.
Yeah, no, doesn't Eminem have a label? I think he's on that label.
Yeah, I mean, Eminem, is he as big? I mean, 50 Cent is bigger than Eminem, right?
Yeah, Eminem's not putting out music. He's guest starring on other people's albums.
Yeah. Does he still have a channel here, Eminem?
Yeah.
Shady 45. Yeah, it's still rolling along.
If you don't, he better get his ass back in the public eye. I know Scott Greenstein will dump that fucking channel. I mean, Scott's all about, you know, who's hot and who's not.
He's the only rapper who successfully crossed over, because that movie 8 Mile was pretty well reviewed, and it made $50 million its first weekend.
Didn't the song win an Oscar?
Yeah.
Did it win?
I don't know.
I think
I know it was nominated, but, you know.
I think it did.
Yeah.
All I know is when 50 Cent's coming in, I'm a big fan of 50 Cent.
I don't know. He's got to get out of show business, though. He's losing to Kanye West in the sales department.
Hey, Jessica.
Hi, honey. I was floating around the Internet, and I found Chris Crocker. There's a YouTube where he talks about he's in love with his brother, and there's this huge makeout scene with him.
Yeah, I saw that tape.
Wait a minute, he's making out with his brother?
The guy who did the guy from yesterday. Yeah, I got the tape if you want to hear, but it's more visual. They making out and everything.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
But he says he's not promoting incest. He even says, well, you can't help who you love. I mean, if you love like a goat, he says.
This is pretty funny. Hey, thanks, Jessica.
Okay,
right.
bye.
I think he's the philosopher for our time.
Yeah, we're talking about this tape, this guy Leave Britney Alone tape.
And how fucking dare anyone out there make fun of Britney after all she's been through? She lost her aunt. She went through a divorce. She had 2 fucking kids. Her husband turned out to be a user, a cheater, and now she's going through a custody battle. All you people care about is readers and making money off of her. She's a human! What you don't realize is that Britney's making you all this money, and all you do is write a bunch of crap about her. She hasn't performed on stage in years. Her song is called Give Me More for a reason, because all you people want is more, 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 more.
Anyway, there's a new video up now. I saw it yesterday. This is an Artie fan who made a video.
That's funny.
And how fucking dare anyone out there make fun of Artie after all he's been through? He's gained 100 pounds. He battles heroin addiction. He falls asleep on the toilet, wakes up in the middle of the night. Dana turned out to be a user and barely tanked.
Stop it.
All you people care about is radio gold and getting laughs off him. He's a fucking human! What you don't realize is Artie's making you all this money, and all you do is make fun of him. He hasn't done heroin in years. And all you people want him to do is more. Leave Artie alone.
Guy's great.
You got to see the video of it, too. I saw it. He did a whole video? Yeah, the guy, he's got, like, empty donut boxes all over. He's like a big deal. There's the guy. That's him.
Oh, that's funny when he had you.
That's great. See the Entenmann's
problem, your family member has to live off the government. You know, if she thought to save money.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Gary.
Gary?
Gary's been going through a hard time with his mom.
The argument with
and
Gary...
he opens up his heart to you, and you fucking slam him down going,
that
is dude, it ain't my problem.
The argument with Gary, I always say...
Gary's so angry with you over that.
There is a fact that you make a lot of money.
Either.
There is a fact that Gary makes a lot of money. Can he certainly help his mom out? That was my point. You said to him, it's not my fault your mom didn't save money.
No. See, again, you paraphrase and say it wrong. I said that there is a certain amount of personal responsibility that people should have, and the fact that you make a lot of money, and you know,
Robin, when you called Fred an asshole, do you still stand by that? Fred can be an asshole. Fred's an asshole. All right.
It's not the first time I've heard the word. Certainly not the last.
All right, thank you, guys.
Howard, do you want to get Dice on the phone? I still have issues about the 5,000.
All right, listen, this is really crazy. I mean,
I think,
you know... you guys want to drag down any more relationships on the show?
No, I was going to say, the big loser in this is Gary and his mother.
Yeah. So Gary is mad at Scott DePace, is what you're claiming?
I'm totally upset with him over it.
So why would you bring Gary to the situation?
I told him I was going to.
Because, all right.
Could we review, I'm an asshole, Robin might be crazy, Jason is a fairy, and he doesn't give a shit about people who are dying.
Right, yeah. So. It's not true.
So what is this, Gary? Are you actually furious with Scott DePace? I didn't know this.
No, I'm not furious with him, but I was sort of disgusted by the particular comment. But as a general rule, I like Scott, so I'm not going to come in here and pretend to hate him, but I did hate the comment that he made.
Right.
And basically what he said, we were talking about health care in this country, and I said, you know, he said, what are we supposed to do, pay for all those fucking people who don't, you know, who didn't look out for themselves? And I said, well, there are a lot of people in this country that don't make that kind of money. And I was talking about some issues I'm going through with my mom. I was like, well, you make a lot of money. You know, you should have fucking prepared. And I just thought it was sort of cold and heartless.
You should prepare for his mother?
I don't
call it that.
Hold on. Or my mom and dad should have prepared better.
So you should be bankrupt because your mom...
Bankrupt?
Yeah. Well, don't you think her medical care would bankrupt him? How much money do you think Gary has?
I can tell you. I can tell you what it costs right now. I'll tell you right now what my mom's medical care costs. It's $12,000 a month.
Wow.
Holy shit.
I can tell you. Scott's problem. Because I've already written 2 checks for it.
And they soak you with that stuff, man.
Again. Scott, that's $124
Come up with an answer. Come up with an answer. Howard, you guys make a lot of money. Then put a lot more money you have than that you have into the pot.
How about we take some of that? How about take some of that Halliburton money or some of that money that's going? How about we take some of that money that's going over to Iraq?
We've already all given plenty of money. They don't know how to fucking spend it.
Yeah, it's called taxes, Scott.
You know how much we pay in taxes? But the government
squanders
being
taken care of with all the money we already give.
The government squanders our money.
It's called
There's a war in Iraq going on now that's billions and billions and billions of dollars.
That's actually that's $144,000 a year. Now, there's not a lot of people with that to throw around.
Turn your cell phone off, stupid.
Jason. See, is that right?
Well, your cell phone is on.
I'm the director of the show, don't you know how the mics work?
That's not nice.
Baldy is better.
Fat dickhead.
I just meant you were stupid in your directing ability to not know to have your cell phone off. I didn't mean you in general.
Yes, you do.
You're very smart.
TV directors aren't normally on mic, so I don't have to worry about
Hey, listen, Scott, I'm sorry you and Jason don't get along, but it's a
this has been going on for a while, this simmering hatred.
Really. I like both you guys very much. Why don't you go patch up your differences?
No
thanks. I don't think they can.
I'll make up with Scott. You know, honestly, I really have no personal thing with Scott. He just hates my guts, so I'm not going to like a guy that hates my guts.
He doesn't like, I told you why he doesn't like you. You're a very good arguer, and he can't handle it.
He can't handle it.
Scott just said Jason doesn't have one redeeming thing about him.
When I was an intern, he used to argue with me in the office, and then he'd leave and then call me from the road because he thought of another point. So he'd call me up. I'm like, hello, Howard Stern show. He goes, and another thing, you bastard, blah, 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 blah. I mean, he's crazy. He's insane. He's got problems.
Why are you so liberal?
He's in the car listening to Rush Limbaugh, and he gets an idea. So.
An idea suddenly formed in that brain of his.
That's a whole
another thing about
Jason. I'm the one person, again, I have to repeat this point all the time, I'm the one person who thinks differently than you guys.
No, you don't think differently than me on a lot of issues.
And that's the same goes for me. I just think it's
misguided
crazy to still support that.
It's not thinking differently, dude. Opinions are opinions, but yours are, you cling to like one little thing based on no fact or no
We somehow got on this Halliburton tangent. I don't even give a shit about Halliburton.
Who cares about Halliburton, dude?
The basic point is you guys are claiming that we're at war so that Halliburton can make money, and that's just not true.
We're at war to get oil.
It is not true. It's not true. Not 1 ounce of evidence.
Thank you, Scott, and thank you, Jason. All right, here we go. Come on. Go direct, and you do whatever you do.
I'm fried. Whatever you do.
You don't make a lot of money.
Actually, Jason's got the hardest job ever, typing the entire fucking show.
And he does
I was already exhausted from my argument with Fred. Now I'm really right.
Well, Robin, try and do a little bit of news.
Come on. 3 treatments.
I know you got to get on the plane.
Here we go. I was trying to be nice.
Are you going for your treatment today?
I'm leaving here today.
I just want to know how many times we're going to hear, big touch, tight vagina.
Wasn't even go for that.
Robin, you do what you're doing because all I know is you look great and you feel great, and that's what's important. Fred, time to introduce Robin.
Fred, another person who didn't say anything when I was doing badly. Now he's got plenty of opinions.
Who knew you were doing badly?
Oh, I didn't look bad. What do you need, a billboard in Times Square?
Robin, no one's going to go up to you and say you look bad.
Nobody's going to say that you look like Jabba the Hutt.
No, you don't care.
You're a broad.
Anyway.
You feel Fred is being paid by medical doctors, too?
Yeah. Actually,
no, I don't believe
I have a confession to make.
Being paid by medical doctors.
I'm working for Halliburton.
I think he's misguided, and he's obnoxious. And instead of having a conversation with me off the air, you all have these conversations with me on the air.
Robin, don't take this subtle, but I was concerned, and a year ago, this was my birthday gift to you. It's from Rochester, big and tall. You believe a fan gave this to me this morning?
You're kidding.
Nice.
Outside the building.
Oh, dear.
Robin, what is in the news?
That James Fry dude who fried Oprah and got publicly lectured and humiliated by her on his show because she didn't appreciate standing up for his novel, only to find out that a lot of it was fabricated.
Right.
And now, actually, I guess it was some kind of a biography that was fabricated. Now he has a new book deal.
Wow.
They say he's still hot with publishers.
He's a good writer, the guy. I read the book, and it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was his memoir, A Million Little Pieces, that got him into trouble. But he has a new book deal now for a novel, Bright Shiny Morning. Maybe it's the same story,
right.
only now he's calling it a novel.
If he called Million Little Pieces a novel,
he wouldn't be in trouble.
But would it have been as popular?
He has a unique way of writing. I enjoyed it.
So there you go. He was not ruined. Everybody thought his career was ruined when Oprah took him to task on public television. He was not ruined.
All right. He continues to thrive.
Remy Martin, or is it Remy Ma?
Remy Ma.
Remy Ma.
Her real name is Remy Smith.
Okay. Remy Ma has had her attempted murder charge dropped, but she's now facing tampering charges. I don't understand. They said they don't want to charge her with attempted murder, but they do want to charge her with tampering with some of the witnesses that could have gotten her charged with attempted murder. So maybe she'll have to face the music on tampering charges, but not on attempted murder. The Isaiah Thomas sexual harassment case continues in court, and Stephon Marbury had to admit to having sex with an intern. We have a clear policy here that you can't have sex with interns.
Yeah, it's different over there.
Over in the Knicks organization, apparently a different set of rules occurred. The woman who is suing Isaiah testified that the intern came to her and she cried when the intern indicated that she felt like she had to have sex with Stephon Marbury. Apparently, she accepted a ride from his cousin after a party at Isaiah Thomas's house, and Stephon followed them. And when she got out of the cousin's car, he pulled up and said, "Are you getting in or what?" And she sort of felt like she had to comply. So.
Yeah, but she's not claiming she was raped. She said it was consensual.
It was consensual because she agreed to get into the car.
Right.
They are not revealing her identity, and I will not either.
Bob Levy.
Hey, I'm really pissed off the way you guys are treating Robin. Hey, listen, Robin, if you don't want to exercise, don't exercise, because by the time me and Florentine start pulling trains on you, we'll get you to the park in a week.
I knew you'd be in my corner.
That's when I'm really, that's when I will sit down with you. If Bob Levy and Jimmy start pulling trains on you.
Hey, what do you want? You want the top or the bottom, Bob?
We're going to take a break. Robin will finish the news right after this. Oh, I'm back? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Surprise.
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 Surprise. Surprise. I got a meeting with Howard TV people today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Whoops.
Was that you?
That was me. I didn't want the audience to hear it. It snuck out. Sorry, Robin. Had an accident.
Oh, my.
Too Evil Dave. Hey, now. Howard Stern. This
always signed the same way.
Yeah. It's the same fucking thing every time. What he's doing with these pictures, I don't know.
Maybe he's building a shrine. Maybe the whole wall is covered with these pictures.
Yeah. Maybe he's building a house out of them. To Nancy. Hey, now. Howard Stern. This must be for the sales department. I look really hot in my press photo. I swear I didn't doctor it at all for anybody who gets one. I know it looks like it's airbrushed, but I swear to God it's not.
Let me see that again. That was the one. You had on makeup, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had on makeup. They caked it on. But see, it's at that angle. You see, you've seen me look like this. I know you have. It's at an angle.
But the lines are missing. That's what I keep telling you about that picture. Yeah, but what did you do?
But there's no airbrush. Honest to God.
Turn that way now and let me see you.
Right.
See, there's that line. It's there.
What, this?
It's the pace's fault.
No, but you see the hair is covering my face on that. If you can see.
No, see, there's a line right there that is not there.
A laugh line.
Oh, that's your publicity shot. I've seen that.
Yeah. I swear to God.
He's been laughing this morning.
Well, maybe I developed the line since then. I didn't airbrush. Because people say, well, did you airbrush? Because you look handsome. I go, honestly, we didn't.
My only criticism of that shot, you do look very good, is that it really looks like you're trying to pose a little bit.
I am posing. He's not trying.
He's willing to admit he posed.
I got to tell you something. When people take your picture, you pose. I mean, you can't help but pose.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And the smart ones know the best poses.
And that's me. I'm smart.
I have no best poses.
Smart. I can look so handsome at some angles. You know, it's so crazy with my face. I had to shoot a wedding video for Beth's brother.
Right.
So I'm not in the video that much, but someone took the camera and started videotaping me. And it's one angle is more heinous than the next. And all these people, Beth's brothers are really handsome. And
hey, you're running with a rough crowd there.
The brothers, and everything in their family is how good looking the family is, blah, 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 blah. And his bride is beautiful. Everyone's handsome. And I'm looking, and I turn my head at some point, and I go, if I just could have been shot in that frozen moment, I look good. I have a side view that is very attractive. If you notice on Howard TV, I'm always shot from the side. I yell at Scott DePace sometimes. I go,
you moved that camera.
There was a view, my right side, there was a view of me.
He's Republican.
There's a view of me that is fantastic. Scott knows it. Why do you think Scott's here? He knows it. And Ralph was at the shoot. Ralph, I did not airbrush that, right?
A few things. First of all, it's absolutely not airbrush. Randy St. Nicholas, who shot it, is great with lighting and angles, and Howard in the right light looks very handsome.
But where is the line? That's naturally on his face.
But, Ralph, you can't depend on that light.
No, that's the problem.
But would you answer that question? What happened to the line?
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
He has this lighting rig that, like, blows out every line in your face.
It does.
It's
then
like
that's the same as airbrushing, Howard.
Maybe, but, well, it's still light. You know what, Robin? She has a thing. The lights are so bright, it would take care of any flaw. Right. I'm not kidding. She shot me
You mean bright light is what we need?
Listen,
bright light.
Remember when you were in the room in the Santa Claus outfit with Beth?
Yes.
In that little side room, and it was like 100 degrees in there, because when she turned that light on, it was like French fry light.
Yeah. What it does is it washes out your face.
Yeah, it just kind of washes it. I'm 100%
Randy is the most brilliant photographer. She's the one
But
I
you
want.
then can't say, so it is an effect, in other words. It's not your face.
Yeah, it's an effect. It's my face, but it's but it's the right light. In other words,
the right light.
It's like if you went out on a date with me, Robin, all the lights would be off.
See, but
and I would charm you.
That blows the theory.
No line.
It should be very bright.
No, but even on Howard TV, if I turn to, even in this video, which was shot outdoors, there's no lighting, there's a certain, if you catch me on the right angle, I'm handsome. I'm not kidding. But every other way, I'm heinous. My teeth are heinous, my nose, my face, you're right, these lines.
You're a two-face.
No. The point is, that's a manly thing, that line.
No, it's okay, Robin. I'm not going to call you names.
What?
You're right.
I'm telling you
that
gives you your character.
No, you're very sweet.
He has been attacking you a lot lately.
I've been attacking Howard?
Yeah.
She's horny for me.
No.
She would love to get in my pants.
With you.
No, she wants to get my pants.
I've never attacked Howard. When did I attack?
She's upset I'm marrying Beth, and it's not
No,
gonna be.
I simply said he never cares. So that's all.
You're a liar.
That's not an attack. That's just a fact.
I went over and asked her how she was. She laughed in my face. All right, let's get back to the news.
Let's argue.
Do you think this is a good shot?
Yes.
That's what they
use.
use.
You see, Artie, I'll tell you what's
wrong. Well, look, I got it. They took this as a thing. You know, I mean, what the fuck?
That's a good picture of you.
That's my publicity shot.
Can I say something about you?
Oh, my goodness.
Here's the bottom line. I say 50 times.
Robin's making me sick.
50 times Beth has said to me, Artie is such a good-looking guy. I go, honey, let me ask you something. I think Artie thinks he's an ugly guy even when he's thin.
I have a very poor self-image.
So I go, is he really good-looking? She goes, Artie is really, really handsome.
Let me ask you.
I go, this is just a private conversation between me and her, so I'm not bullshitting you. I go, what do you mean? She goes, I'm telling you, in Beer League, he looked really good. And when he used to just walk around, his face is handsome. So I go, you see, if Artie believed that, he'd probably lose weight.
Right.
But no one can convince him.
Well, let me ask you a question. Do you think he's more handsome skinny? Or actually, I think he's got a pretty cool look when he's chubbier.
Really?
Well, this is 80 pounds ago.
Oh, my goodness.
No, maybe 70 pounds.
See, you look good there.
Yeah, I'm pulling it off there.
Well, the red hat is what made me laugh.
That's a good look.
Lose 70 pounds. Come on, Artie, you can do it. You're not a fucking complete mess.
No, I do have to. See, like today, we went long. I'm at the 𝗦𝗵cie𝘄𝗿𝗍.
Because we went long?
All right, let's wrap it up, Robin. Go ahead.
I'm going to get huge if you take much longer.
He's going to get fatter. Go ahead.
We were talking about Ciara and 50 Cent earlier.
Yeah.
That's not even the same guy.
No. Go ahead. They're flashing up pictures of Artie thin, and meanwhile, he's sitting here eating cookies. Go ahead, please.
This is a good look.
We were talking about 50 Cent and Ciara earlier. You said that was his girl. They say she's already moved on from 50 Cent and is now dating her bodyguard, who is 6'6" and 250 pounds.
Wow.
So, from 50 Cent to the bodyguard. And also, congratulations should be doled out to Jennifer, what's her name? J-Lo. Jennifer Lopez and Mark Anthony. They say that Jennifer Lopez is pregnant. It was all the talk of her fashion show.
Yeah, I thought so, man, because she got...
I thought that, too. The
her
last
ass looks
couple
huge.
of pictures, she looked a little... like she was going in two directions.
Yeah, I don't think those were cookies. I think there's a baby in that caboose.
Yeah, let's hope.
That's a big caboose.
That ain't just Lindemans.
Did you see Ivanka Trump in the paper today?
Very sexy.
Yeah, I'd give it to her, man.
Donald Trump, I think, would be upset if I banged his daughter.
Why?
You think it's okay if other people bang her and not you?
He did say to me, though, recently, compared to some of the guys she's dating, he wouldn't mind me dating her.
You see, once they see the reality of who they're dating, you start to look better.
One of the hilarious things Trump does when he's describing people that he doesn't realize how funny it is he uses the word clean a lot.
Yeah.
You're very clean.
Yeah.
Like, about Beth and about you and about, like, his current wife. Very clean. Yeah, I'm like, did you come across a lot of filthy people?
He's very germophobic.
Yeah, I guess. That's like a big compliment. You're clean.
Well, Ivanka is looking quite attractive. She did not want to talk about any possible improvements she has done to herself.
She got breast implants, I would say.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, they're twice the size of what they were.
She says she doesn't want to talk about that anymore.
We talked about improvements.
I never begrudge anyone doing anything. They should do what they want to make them happy. I'm confident and have grown into myself.
Yep.
Thank you.
Into a bigger bra.
Yeah. Thank you, Plato.
She's 25 years old and did this because she has opened a new jewelry store where they're using, of course, all the most fabulous stones.
Good.
We have tape of Kathy Griffin's acceptance speech that has gotten her banned, I guess, from the broadcast of that Emmy Award show she participated in.
Oh, you have the actual raw...
Yeah, it's on JD page 1.
I would like to hear this. I would like to hear it.
In green.
Okay, you got it.
A lot of people come up here and they thank Jesus for this award. I want you to know that no one had less to do with this award than Jesus. He didn't help me a bit. If it was up to him, Cesar Millan would be up here with that damn dog. So all I can say is, suck it, Jesus. This award is my God now.
That's funny. Why would you edit that out?
That's so funny. Well, Bill Donahue of the Catholic League says this is worse than any racist comments
No,
that
it's
have ever
not.
been made.
No,
here.
it's not.
He's there, too, with his statements about this.
Bill, I want to start with you because I'm under the impression you're a little upset about this. Kathy Griffin is a comedian. I don't think you're laughing, are you?
Right, and Imus is a comedian, too, and when he called those black girls nappy-headed hoes and Michael Richards referred to blacks as niggers, people didn't think it was funny. So, you know what's interesting about Hollywood is that Hollywood laughed.
She didn't say a bad thing about Jesus. Listen to what she said. It's a spoof on the fact that people go up and thank Jesus. Jesus had nothing to do with this.
Well, I think it's interesting that he takes, you know, the Imus statement and Michael Richards' statement and tries to compare it to what Kathy said about Jesus.
As far as we know, Jesus is an imaginary figure. Black people are very real. I know they live, and they have to deal with racism on a daily basis. Jesus will be fine.
Jesus will not be bothered by this.
That's right. Jesus is almighty.
When she says, suck it, Jesus, had she said, suck it, Jews, suck it, Muhammad, suck it, Moses, suck it, Hillary, they wouldn't.
No, it's different.
It's not the same thing. Who is this, Scott DePace arguing?
Hold on, man.
All right, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, that was his comment.
She said in an interview in a Houston gay publication, I am a complete militant atheist. Point number one. Point number two, the L.A. Times was good enough to get her backstage after the Emmy Awards last weekend, and they asked her...
It's like saying she insulted Santa Claus, but and then saying, you know, Santa Claus and black people, if you insult Santa Claus, why doesn't she insult black people? Because black people are real.
Is it getting to the point with bad arguments now with Scott to where you could use his last name as a verb? Like, dude, you totally depaced that argument.
Go easy on Scott. Evidently, he's having like a...
He's having a meltdown?
He's out of his mind.
I know. I'm cool with Scott. And,
I love Scott.
But I did notice the last commercial break, he is fuming.
Really?
He stormed around with the camera people asking every single person on the floor what they thought of Jason, to prove that they all hate him, and he's red with anger.
This is like him following the guy with the impeach Bush sticker on.
Yeah, and then comparing it to a guy running up and down the street next to you, whispering in your ear.
You want to take this back? And she said, no, I hope I have offended people. Now, this is not Bill Donahue speaking. This is her speaking.
Absolutely.
You can't have it both ways.
No,
Mel Gibson,
right.
Michael Richards, Jerry Lewis, Isaiah Washington.
No, Jerry Lewis insulted gay people. Gay people live.
And so did Isaiah, and then Mel insulted Jews.
Right. Jews are real. You know, Jesus, Muhammad, all the rest of them are man-made creations who don't really have feelings.
And there's not whole groups of Jesus that are going to be affected by this.
It's impossible to hurt Jesus. Trust me.
Yeah. Guy fucking walked on water.
What if Kathy Griffin sent an apology note to Jesus? Would that make him feel better?
Well, you know what? He's ranting. He's saying she's hurting my invisible friend.
Well, I know.
She insulted him.
My rabbit. My invisible rabbit.
People say things which are unfortunate, untoward, and ugly, and they pay the price.
She didn't say people who believe in Jesus are idiots. She said, Jesus had nothing to do with my award. Suck it, Jesus. Jesus will survive this. When you call black people niggers, they've got to live with that thing. Did anyone point that out to him, or are they so busy yelling on this show?
No, they just let him go.
Okay. Anything else, Robin?
Mary-Kate Olsen has announced that she likes to walk around her house naked.
I like that.
She keeps asking for it. She's going to get it. I'm going to give it to her. She's
teasing Artie Lang, and he's going to give it to her.
I'm going to fucking give it to her.
I'm more into Ashley Olsen than I am Mary-Kate.
Mary-Kate is the one, however,
I can.
who is reviving her acting career.
Leave it be.
She has a recurring role this season on the new the Showtime program Weeds.
I don't think I've ever heard them speak as adults.
You know how much I know. You know how much I hate psychics. I just want to remind everyone, in light of Robin's first story, what Sylvia Brown had to say about J-Lo.
Everybody's wondering. Every time I look at the tabloids, I see them chasing this woman around with cameras. Does she have a bump? Does she not have a bump? Jennifer Lopez, Mark Anthony. Come on,
I hate to be so depressing. They're not going to last either.
Hey, is J-Lo going to have a baby?
No.
She okay?
I think she wants to have one, but there's something wrong there that she, I don't know, either she can't or won't or whatever. But anyway, something's off kilter there.
I think off kilter is your brain, honey.
Well, it's not confirmed. They just said it was the talk of her fashion show behind the scenes. Everybody was talking about the J-Lo baby. So
I love that her voice is deeper than mine, Sylvia Brown.
I was over at a friend's house recently. He had classic old Saturday Night Lives, and he had the one with Dan Aykroyd doing telepsychic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And he's got the sleazy...
hey, this is telepsychic.
Hello, telepsychic. Yeah, everything's going to be fine. About 2-3 months. Yeah, all right. Hello, telepsychic. Yeah, your cat's going to be fine. Yeah, about 2-3 months. Hello, telepsychic.
So great.
It's perfect.
Simon Cowell says of the Britney Spears performance, meltdown or not, she was the talk of the MTV Video Awards.
Right.
So she wins anyway.
Exactly. That was my point yesterday. He's right. People are still talking about her.
That's right. She was everything. Nobody's talking about anything else that happened that night.
She's better as a train wreck.
So there.
Anything else, Robin?
There are a couple of other things.
Good.
The baseball that Barry Bonds hit for that record-breaking home run.
$50 million.
It's so far the bidding is up to $300,000.
Wow, that's low.
The company auctioning off the baseball caught by a Queens guy has not slammed down the gavel yet. They were originally predicting that it could be worth about $500,000, right?
That's
yeah,
right,
at least, or even $1 million. But you got to remember, this is not the ball that is, represents the home run record. That's going to be Barry Bonds' last home run.
Right.
So
yeah, but this is the one that broke the record.
Right.
The latest high offer is $298,000. That guy would have had to pay, I don't know what they valued the ball at, but he would have had to pay taxes on that ball, even though it really is worth nothing.
That makes no sense to me.
That was ridiculous.
When you sell it, you pay taxes on it. That's the fair thing.
They were going to extract taxes from him at the beginning, not at the end.
Right.
That's taxation.
Why he has to get rid of it.
Without the representation.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hello, telepsychic here. Taxation without representation.
Come on, Sal. Hello, telepsychic. Come on, Sal. Isn't that why we fought World War I?
Right. Right before we fought the Civil War.
To get away from taxation without representation.
A terrible thing happened here in New York. A guy killed his mother-in-law because he thought she was blowing voodoo dust on him.
Yeah.
She, according to him, threatened to blow some voodoo dust on him. And so before he could be hexed by her, he beat her to death.
Wow. Poor woman was like, voodoo dust? What are you talking about?
Joseph 𝗛ጽ told cops that that's what was happening when after he killed her, he called 911, and of course they came and arrested him. Recent arguments between the two had caused this woman to start looking for another place to live, but I guess she didn't move soon enough. Here at home, we are still debating the Iraq War. Apparently, the report issued by General Petraeus was enough to keep most Republicans on board, allowing the president to continue with his current policy and his administration of the Iraq War. So Democrats are now begging Republicans not to stay in lockstep and to go along with them. Here's Barack Obama saying the time to end the Iraq War is now, number one.
We have to begin to end this war now. Not tomorrow.
Right.
Not the next day.
I like that.
Not 6 months from now, but now.
Right. I think the Arabs will like him, too. A lot of people have been floating that by me.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Because he's a black guy. They might like seeing that he's the president.
Oh, you think they won't attack us if we elect a black man? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's it. In fact, that's what it says in his campaign ad.
Pretty much that's what you're saying.
Think about it.
Would they attack a brother?
How are you going to say, this is the evil white country when a black man's running things?
Right.
Think about that.
Well, they'll say he's, just standing in, won't they? They won't be able to figure that out.
A lot of people say if Hillary's in, though, it'll be taunting them, because that's in their face. Abroad,
running the most powerful country?
Yeah, they'll really get mad at that.
Having to listen to her?
Yeah, we'll be like, shut up.
Americans are living longer. They now say our new average age at our demise is 78.
Wow. Yeah, that's enough time.
Yeah, Jesus.
Well, I was just reading a report that said, that we'll probably, because of the global warming, there'll be shifts in farming capabilities throughout the world, with a lot of poorer countries unable to produce enough food, and some of the richer countries continuing to be able to produce a lot of food. And these changes are supposed to start happening around 2080, and I was like, trying to figure out how old I'd be and if I'd still be here.
Yeah, I can't do the math, but I think we're dead.
That's what I'm saying. If you're I was figuring this out the other day. If you're an atheist, you really have to be an unbelievably selfless, compassionate person to be so environmental-oriented. Because if you really believe you're just going to be rotting in the ground, what do you give a fuck what the other people are going through? It's like, I don't know if I can.
I'll make a prediction. I say Robin outlives us all with this new 𝗦𝗐𝗍 machine.
She'll have me.
I don't care what Fred says.
She'll be dancing on my grave, calling me an asshole, and the great beyond.
Robin will have me by at least 15 years.
I'm trying to, maybe I shouldn't be doing all this stuff. I don't want to live when, nobody can get food.
Yeah, 2080, we're gone.
None of us will be around.
I mean, we've got to figure we're going to last to maybe, if we stay in good shape, what's 30 years from now?
30 years from now is...
2037.
2037.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe
2080 is a long way away.
30, let's see, I'm 67, 83. Okay, so give me 35 years at the tops.
No, you'll do well.
Well, I mean, that's it. So 2080, who cares?
I told you the oldest guy ever recorded in recorded history was 152.
Yeah, so we still won't make it.
If you believe in heaven,
we got to worry about your son, Jimmy Jr. That's what we got to worry about.
Jimmy Jr.
Anything else, Robin?
Yes, here's a doctor, Dr. Bruce Johnson, talking about the longer life expectancy being attributed to healthier lifestyles. Number 2.
People are listening. They're getting cells screened. They're having their cancers identified at an earlier stage when more effective treatments are available. And they're also seeking treatments to prevent it from coming back.
That's right.
So that's why we're living longer. Okay. Also in the news, Mattel is now apologizing for the defective toys they've had sent over here from China. Here's the CEO, Bob Eckert, number 3.
I want to again apologize sincerely to each and every parent.
All right, good man.
So, they've had to recall a lot of toys, and now they're trying to figure out how to have better oversight of those manufacturing plants in China where these toys are made. And finally this morning in Milwaukee, an 81-year-old man is suing the makers of Brut cologne after it ignited and burned parts of his hands, chest, and neck.
Wow.
Yeah, he went on a camping trip.
Yeah.
And he went to the campground washroom or something, and he washed and shaved and applied Brut lotion to his face, neck, chest, and hands.
What's that, a Polish bath? What's he doing?
He also used the aerosol deodorant, then went to the fire pit to cook breakfast.
And he went up on flames?
Burst into flames.
I mean, he's using a tremendous amount of Brut. I don't know if it was designed for that.
Hello,
Do
𝗏𝗏.
they have a limit on the side of that can or bottle?
Yeah, maybe just so people can breathe around you, limit yourself to half a bottle.
Yeah, I'd use more Brut.
Yeah.
Hello, 𝗏𝗏.
They say more people who hang out at camping grounds use Brut than any other cologne.
Oh, my goodness.
You got any Brut there? Can I buy a case of it?
And the Old Spice.
They say he suffered burns over 30% of his body, and there's no warning that after you apply it, you remain flammable for some period of time, according to him.
Oh, I'm hot. I'm hot tonight.
What was the name of that cologne we all used to buy? It was
Old Spice?
No, there was one that...
I know exactly what you're talking about because...
it was a funny one.
English leather.
English leather is one of them, but I'm thinking of another one I can't think of. Aramis. Yeah, that was it.
I never used Aramis.
Yeah, I'm going to get the good stuff, the Aramis. I'm dating some broad who might appreciate some on my bowls.
English leather.
I put the English leather on my bowls. She gets a different experience everywhere she goes.
Yeah, so be careful with that stuff.
Put some Old Spice on my asshole.
I had a job delivering paper goods in a van when I was like 18, and the Christmas present I got was English leather cologne.
Tell her, psychic, yeah, your cat'll be fine. Yeah, that's right.
Hello, 𝗏𝗏.
Yeah, your cat'll return home in 3 months.
You're fluffy, right? Yeah, that's about 2-3 months.
Okay, Robin, thank you.
Howard?
Yes, Artie, go ahead.
I'm so sorry, man. This is a big news now. Come out to the Fox Theater in Detroit Saturday. I've secured the rights to the Save Leave Artie Alone video. Oh. That'll be opening up the show. I'll be with Levy and Nick DiPaolo. It's a great show. Go to Ticketmaster, the Fox Theater in Detroit, this Saturday. Come on out. Thank you.
Go see Artie. It's a piece of comedy history.
And Artie-Lang.com is going to be the biggest website on the planet.
Artie is flying to Detroit via private jet to come to you.
Discussing major web design.
Visit KingNorris.com for upcoming event information. Don't miss Artie Lang at the Fox Theater in Detroit, September 15th. Go to Artie-Lang.com for info. See Gary 𝗏𝗏 at Beecher's Madhouse at the Hard Rock Hotel in Las Vegas, Saturday, September 29th. September 28th, see Sal, Reverend Bob, 𝗛𝗲, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏, and the Iron Sheik at the Cubby Bear in Wrigleyville, Chicago. Go to Ticketmaster.com. September 29th, see Sal, Reverend Bob, 𝗛𝗲, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏, and the Iron Sheik at the Agora Theater in Cleveland, Ohio. Go to Ticketweb.com for tickets or KillersOfComedy.com. October 5th, see Bob Levy, Florentine, Sal, 𝗛𝗲, 𝗏𝗏, and Iron Sheik at the Headliners Music Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. Go to Ticketweb.com for tickets. October 6th, see Bob Levy, Florentine, Sal, 𝗛𝗲, 𝗏𝗏, and Iron Sheik at the New Daisy Theater in Memphis, Tennessee. Go to newdaisy.musictoday.com for tickets or RevBobLevy.com. November 2nd, see Richard, Sal, Levy, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗛𝗲, and the Iron Sheik at the Edmond Town Hall in Newton, Connecticut. Call 203-268-5857 for tickets. November 3rd, see Richard, Sal, Levy, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏, 𝗛𝗲, and the Iron Sheik at the Roxy in Boston, Mass. Go to cleanboxentertainment.com for tickets.
Here he is, the man about whom everybody is speaking, and...
Hello.
No, I'm looking for the goddamn thing. Oh, here it is.
You just have it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Jet the ink into.
Some of these advertisers we rejected. Diet ZX pills from VitaFree. The New York Restaurant School. The Learning Institute for Beauty Sciences.
Wow.
And a couple of Join Corzine's New Jersey Senate campaign.
Oh, boy.
because
well, anybody has those.
Yeah, they just throw those in.
Yeah.
So, ouch.
It's cold out there, isn't it?
Yeah. Those are the advertisers I'm usually going after. You know?
Wow, that's a real cheap, man.
She's in trouble.
Yeah.
And evidently, you know, she bowed and, you know, kowtowed and like changed her whole act, and still she can't get any advertisers because she's such a taint.
Well, they're not buying who she was.
Yeah. She's such a load, nobody wants her.
They don't know the new one.
And then the guy in the Daily News says that she's horrible. I love this. Because this woman is such a bitch. She's tried to, like, make money off of, like, bashing me, but we took care of that. Believe it or not, radio's Laura Schlesinger said in her opening moments of her new TV talk show, "I remember."
Remember what?
She took a long pause at that point. It seemed to be the end of her sentence. Yet the host was just getting started. "I remember when being a teenager meant homecoming games, learner's permits, pimples, hurt feelings, problems with your best friends." Yeah. Hey, Laura, imagine if you were gay and you had to go through high school.
Right, yeah. All
with bitches like you.
Pounded by 2 billion.
Yeah, with bitches like you on the radio, you know, bashing them. Well, today it's a very different story. We have teens shooting up in schools, girls getting knocked up right and left, kids getting zonked out on drugs. They start younger, and youngest. Then she went into a few high-pitched sentences, and then she screeched, "I'm sick of it, and I'm very worried, and I want it stopped." See? And like Jerry Springer, she has like a closing commentary.
Oh, yeah, she sits there and tells you how to live.
This is the woman, by the way, who hasn't seen her mother in 12 years, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. This is the woman who's been divorced.
Doesn't speak to her sister.
Yeah. Her current husband, a once happily married professor she chased and caught. And in her private practice, her former patients say the therapist is the one who needs help.
Oh, I'm sure. Can you imagine you sitting in therapy and she starts screeching at you?
And she preaches family values, and she's the one whose mother and sister she shuns off the air.
She's still trying to get them.
Police. She is, in a word, bizarre. Bizarre.
Didn't she have her tubes tied because she never wanted to have children?
Tubes were tied and then untied.
And then she had to have them untied because that was a mistake?
Yeah.
You're taking her advice?
Bitch on wheels. C-word. F you.
Woman who doesn't know her head from a hole in the ground.
Yeah, right. I mean...
Well, now she wants, you know, to be the person who tells you how to live.
Here, this is from David Bianculli. "My favorite part came when Schlesinger interviewed an audience member who credited his close, loving relationship with his teen daughter to her complete avoidance of drugs. Laura Schlesinger said, 'What if you came home and you found her using drugs?' The guy goes, 'First off, I'd have to go upside her head.' Dr. Laura laughed approvingly.
Ugh.
Perhaps corporal punishment, like her well-known objections to homosexuality, will be covered on another program, too. I can hardly wait."
Yeah, why don't they just show people beating their children?
Yeah, right. Well, that's her. And, of course, she hates her mother. Man. What a bitch. Right? What? Huh? Yeah, right.
Describe that.
All right, I got a couple of good things for you today. I got to take a break first, but Stuttering John went to interview Dennis Miller, and it's a disaster. I mean, it's 6 minutes and 9 seconds long at a press conference, and the questions really are...
6 minutes and 9 seconds.
Boy, I wish I could have watched the Jet game last night. What excitement.
I don't know what happened. I was watching the early part of the game. I saw the Jets score their first touchdown. I thought they were in pretty good shape because it was 7-3.
No, the Jets were...
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Then, all of a sudden, I looked up, and they were down by, I don't know, 12. That was like 12-7 or something like that.
Yeah, well, like within...
Then I woke up, they won.
In the last minute, they scored a touchdown.
And won by 1 point.
Wow. Yeah, something like that.
2019.
2019.
So I don't know what happened.
Unreal. Great game.
Exciting, huh?
And you notice they took Dennis Miller and toned him way down.
I tuned in to see what he was doing. He might as well be anybody now.
Right. Now he's doing actual sports reporting. Yeah, it's looking like that Achilles heel is pretty good right now. He doesn't seem to be, Vinny Testaverde doesn't seem to be worrying about the Achilles tendon.
Pretty flexible.
It looks pretty flexible to me. Yeah, where's the joke? What happened to the joke?
Yeah, I mean, now there's no...
Now there's no humor.
What did Al Michaels call the paprika factor?
Yeah.
Gone.
Paprika gone. Now we just have a guy who barely knows sports.
There's no paprika in there at all.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
And then he says, and fans realize, notice how far they keep me from any statistical analysis. Now he's telling them how much he doesn't know.
Yeah. Listen, now he's really needed up in the booth. I give him another couple of weeks. Although Don Ohlmeyer doesn't want to look like a douchebag, so he's probably going to keep him there.
Keep him there and just keep him quiet.
Yeah, there's some stubborn sort of thing. Why don't you give him a broom and let him clean up during the show? So funny.
Keep that booth tidy.
Really, this is how people set you up. I mean, he's really just a fish out of water in this whole broadcast, and I don't know. They're going to have to fire him, but he's going to look like such an idiot with another failed network attempt.
And then he'll be whining and crying at how it's everybody else's fault.
Right. Where's the funny? Show me the funny. Show me the funny. All right? Where's the funny? Give me the paprika factor. Okay? F you. I love it. F you. You know, I thought it was kind of weird. I saw all those people at the Emmys. Did you watch the Emmys? Gina Davis was naked. You could see her nipples. And I got news for you. Her breasts are sagging. I wouldn't wear a dress like that if my breasts were sagging. My breasts are firm and taut.
And you can wear that dress.
I could wear that dress. But you saw her nipples clearly.
Oh, you saw everything.
Liz Smith suggests that Gina Davis should have dressed. In other words, Gina Davis didn't even really want to show that much, but under the Klieg lights, which are the lights, she says she ended up showing more.
I'm telling you.
Didn't that happen to you?
Tom, what's his name?
Didn't that happen to you?
That was clearly an accident.
Remember you got...
like every time you turn...
Let me set this up. Didn't you step out of a car, a photographer took your picture in one of those scantily clad outfits of yours?
It wasn't scantily anything.
All I know is the photographer was able to see your nipples.
It was a black top, which was completely opaque until some bright lights were shown.
So what happened to Gina Davis?
This was a see-through dress.
How do you know it wasn't the bright lights?
Get out of here. She was told that you could see through it at the very beginning of the evening. And she went, "You're kidding." Like, wink, wink, I know it.
Robin Quivers. Same thing. Show your nipples.
Everybody didn't see that, just that one photographer. Everybody could see what Gina Davis was up to. You telling me there was no light in her house, no mirror that day?
I wonder if we put you under some Klieg lights in that dress, if I could see your nipple.
Right.
I bet you I could.
That dress? You can see I'm telling you, I know how she shaves. That dress was so clear.
Well, Liz Smith says she should dress under the Klieg lights. Meanwhile, Liz Smith probably loved it because she's a lesbo. Right?
Yes.
In her new book, she admits that she's bisexual.
Well, no. Her heart was broken by a woman.
Oh.
So she started looking at men again.
I see.
That woman ruined her.
At least you know where men are coming from. You know we despise you. All right, so...
Well, she was the funny one. She fell in love with this woman back during the days when it wasn't chic to be gay.
Right.
And the woman, was heavily into her, according to Liz in her book. And then, this woman was from a very rich and status-conscious family.
Good catch.
And the family got wind of it. Yanked her right out of there. And then she told Liz in a later letter that she thought it was a sin what they had done.
Yeah, let's sin again, honey.
No, I don't want to do it again. I don't want to sin.
So Liz wouldn't be lesbo for a while?
Well, no, this woman just broke Liz's heart because she told her everything we did was dirty.
I love dirty.
All that beautiful sex was dirty.
Sex is dirty. Sex is filthy and dirty, and I love it. I love the dirty sex.
Give me some clean love.
No, I don't want that. Hey, so I was watching the Emmys, and then I got to take a break because I'm already behind. The second I sit down, I'm behind. But with the way this show's set up.
Behind.
Yeah. Anyway, I was watching the Emmys, and all of the Hollywood actors, so-called brave Hollywood actors, are wearing these yellow ribbons. And I thought the yellow ribbons were for the gay thing or something.
No, I meant to ask you, what are the yellow ribbons?
The yellow ribbons, as Joan Rivers explained on the pre-Emmy broadcast.
She would know.
Sure she knows. She's a yenta. That was to show support for the striking SAG workers.
Oh.
that these are people, of course, I'm a member of SAG, barely.
Well, so is Gina Davis.
Right. And these are people who, you know, are out there protesting because what's going on in the commercial industry is a lot of these actors, and these are not the rich actors, these are the actors who actually, you know, eke out a living.
The work-a-day actors.
Yeah, they get a TV commercial. And what's always been exciting about finally landing a TV commercial, you get paid residuals. And on cable, it's been very unclear. How do you pay somebody? It should be the same way that you pay them for network commercials, right?
Sure.
Logic would stand.
It's playing all over the country.
But the producers are saying, hey, no, we don't want to pay you that way. We'll give you one flat rate, and that's it. So that's what the big argument is about, and other things.
But it's all about cutting their pay.
It's all about cutting pay. So all of the actors, the high-profile actors, are wearing these ribbons to show their solidarity. And here's what I have to say to them. If they really want to show solidarity, tomorrow, all of them should walk out. All of the people in that room.
You're saying a general strike even of their shows?
Yeah, baby. Listen, it's like in the NFL. If the big stars walk off, the little ones benefit.
Yeah,
baby. And it's the same with this strike. You want to...
Ribbons, huh?
You forget ribbons, you pussies. Everything is symbolic in Hollywood. All they'd have to do is Frasier, Will and Grace, all these shows, every lead actor walk off and settle the strike in one day. One day, because the new season is about to start shooting. But these actors they don't care about anyone but themselves. Trust me. They don't have the balls to do anything. They're in love with the almighty dollar.
Because I saw these big yellow ribbons.
Big yellow ribbons don't get anything done.
And then I saw the little red ribbon. I knew that was the AIDS ribbon.
Yeah.
So I was like, what is the yellow ribbon?
There was one guy there with 7 ribbons.
I know. They look like generals now. They got so many. They look like they won awards.
But the ribbon makes them look hip. And then meanwhile, all the screen actor brethren are like, yeah, right on. 𝗪cie Grammer wears a yellow ribbon. Forget the yellow ribbon. Walk off your show. Every leading actor in a series out. West Wing, no new shows.
New commercials.
Regis Philbin, no more New Millionaires. Boom. I guarantee you. Yes, they are making new commercials, and here's how they do it.
How?
A lot of them get scab actors.
But I have heard what sound to me like new commercials with very famous people doing voiceovers.
And the way they're getting that is they go to these boutique advertising agencies who are not involved in the strike. They agree to have a separate agreement and pay the standard rates. And they get a waiver. But meanwhile, the boutique advertising agencies are tied in with the big ones. It's all a big scam. I know what's going on. I know everything. I know how to settle strikes.
I am glad that you're making us all aware.
Thank you. Now you know the rest of the story. Okay? Kiss my ass. Everybody. But
I didn't understand yellow ribbon or anything.
But you'll never see anybody. All right?
Yeah, and there was one guy even during his acceptance speech, and he said, I left my yellow ribbon at home, but I want you guys to know I'm with you all the way.
Yeah.
He picked up his Emmy.
Yellow ribbon. Yellow ribbon ain't going to feed anybody. Yellow ribbon, kiss my ass. Walk off the show, Frasier. Walk off the show, Gina Davis. Walk off the show, West Wing. Walk off the show, the show. That's what I have to say. Now I will rest, and then I will come back and play you this Dennis Miller tape that is such an outrage.
Really?
Oh, my God. So embarrassing. I don't even think I can hear it.
Oh, my.
No, it's just one relentless question after another in the middle of a press conference.
What were they press conferencing about?
Who knows? It was Dennis Miller and our good buddy, Al Michaels.
Yeah, but what's the news?
The news?
Yeah, you held a press conference to announce some news.
I don't know. I don't know what the news was. I'll have to ask John. I'm not sure John will know. All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern. Hi, this is Julian Lennon. You all know who my father was. Well, as cool as that was, I wish that my dad was Howard Stern. That would have been really cool. He hangs out with Pam Anderson, strippers, and other great Hollywood celebrities. Here's Howard.
Stern Show. And I stand by this man.
Everywhere I go, people are saying, have you heard Howard Stern? So what are you doing? It's great.
It's good radio.
I stand by him because he is uniquely qualified as the right man to take charge of the Pentagon.
All right. Thank you. I'm going to start with a couple of phone calls, then I'm going to play you the 8 finalists for our song parody contest. We finally, by the end of the show, got to... Teddy, hi, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning, Howard. How are you today?
All right.
I've spoken to you a couple of times about this strike, and I just want to let you know that you were the first one who came out. On May 2nd, you spoke to me on the phone when no one else would. And what we went through here, what we're going through here, too, also, if you'll talk about it a little bit, is a media blackout, which is why it's justified if these people do walk off their shows, because the networks have not given us any coverage.
Well, the only way that the Screen Actor Guild rank and file are going to get any attention is when these big star actors really put up and walk off their shows. Now,
right. And I must say
you're going to get any media attention.
Yeah, and if they did it, the strike would be settled in a day.
You're absolutely right. You know, can I say something real quick? On the other side, these producers thought that our union, 80% of the people are out of work most of the time.
Right.
And they thought we were going to just crawl over each other and take these jobs. And you know what? The rank and file has not.
Well, there's a lot of scabs out there. You know,
there are a lot of scams, but they're not.
I know somebody now who's getting commercials left and right because they're scabbing.
Oh.
And that's what's going on. And, you know, someone said to me, gee, can't you see the difference in the television commercials? And I'm like, no.
I can't either. I just happen to know I've seen new ones.
And a lot of people are doing new commercials because they're going to these boutique advertising agencies. But anyway, I covered all that. But, Teddy, I wish you luck. And
thank you.
And the only way you're going to do it is if you pressure these big-name Hollywood stars like Frazier and, you know, the so-called Martin Sheen, who's worried about the homeless.
Yeah, all these activists.
Yeah, they should walk off their shows. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. That's the only way it's going to get settled. The big stars have to help the little ones. Yes, go ahead, King of Japs.
King of all Japs. Wasabi, Howard.
Wasabi.
First of all, good morning. Call me Selma.
All right, I'm so close to hanging up on you, I can't tell you. So close to disconnecting you. Go ahead.
The reason why I call is because I'm really... Monday Night Football sucked because of Dennis Miller.
Well, if you noticed, if you watched it, I watched a little of it. They've completely changed him around. He did some of the obscure references, but he made them short. He's mostly now just acting like a football commentator, which now I really don't get.
And telling you he doesn't know anything.
Yeah, and every minute, I don't really know anything. I'm just, an amateur.
Keep me away from those statistics.
Right.
I know, exactly. I mean, why put him there in the first place?
Well, they're having a terrible problem. He did the first couple of games, and he did these long, rambling...
pre-thought-out jokes.
Last night he threw in a couple. I'll give you a couple here. I'll condense the whole thing for you. Here's Dennis Miller.
The new owner of the New York Jets is Woody Johnson. The New England Patriots have a second-year center named Damian Woody. So, Al, as is often the case in life, I think it's probably going to come down to who has the better Woody.
Which is such a stupid comment because...
You certainly don't need a big build-up to that.
No.
I mean, it's boring. I want to know more about it because I'm not really...
Yeah, it's a distraction. I try to say this to Al Michaels, who I love. It's a distraction. It's a distraction.
Good evening, all my rowdy friends. You know, the relationship between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets is about as volatile as Eminem's marriage.
See, so that was at least a shorter reference.
Yeah, but I still,
trying.
Who in the audience knows who Eminem is?
Well, that's the point.
Well, Sigmund Freud said, Al, that to move on, one has to, figuratively speaking, kill the father.
Well, here's the one of the night that really blew me away. It was right up front. You probably heard
All
this.
Of these such an emotionally charged situation, so much crossover between the two teams. I haven't seen murkier bloodlines than this since the House of Plantagenet.
What?
The House of Plantagenet.
Or
Fred,
whatever.
I know none of us understand that. Maybe you do.
I've heard that in a reference in a song, and it was very obscure. I have no idea what that means.
Well, then he said, can you imagine the closed caption trying to write Plantagenet? Who knows what that is?
Plantagenet.
No.
It's Plantagenet. It's a family name, so some royal family.
I don't know if they're French or British.
Yeah.
I mean, so big deal. He knows that. It's him pulling out all the obscure things he knows and not caring if the audience understands it.
I know.
Or even the people he's talking to, the booth people.
Yeah, they should say, Al, do you know what I'm talking about? Al Michaels don't know what he's talking about.
That's very good.
Hey, that sounds great. Lest anyone think Dennis Miller is an idiot, I think he ought to think again. He knows Plantagenet.
And I don't know it.
I don't know it.
Somebody ought to test Dennis Miller's IQ, because I think there's a problem there.
He's not understanding. So they did tone him down a lot last night.
Yeah, because he makes all those references right up front, and then the rest of the game he just goes... They don't let me near statistics.
Don't ask me why they had a press conference yesterday with Al Michaels, Dennis Miller, but Stuttering John went. Let me see if I rewound this.
I'm wondering who else showed up.
Oh, wait till you hear this.
Stuttering.
This is almost too painful to play. I started listening to some of it, and I turned it off.
Play it.
All right, you want to hear it?
Yes.
All right, hold on, let me see.
Thank you.
Hold on, baby. Here we go.
Let's open it right up to Q&A.
Do you know why they were having a press conference, Johnny Boy?
It was just to promote the show.
It's Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they have an opening statement?
No, you know who they had? They had that Jets guy come out.
Corbett?
No, you know that crazy guy who does the Jet chant?
Oh.
Jets, Jets?
Yeah,
Jets?
so he comes out and does his whole Jet chant, and the whole crowd's standing up doing the Jet chant.
The reporters?
Everybody. The reporters and all the... There was a lot of, football diehards there.
Okay. All right, listen to this. This is really... I'm not even going to comment.
Anyone's got a question for any of our folks up here? Or microphones out there? We've got microphones, by the way.
Up there, it looks like John Houseman in Rollerball. The rich corporate. Jonathan.
What is he talking about?
I don't know.
Who's he commenting on?
I don't know.
Looks like the Jonathan Houseman in Rollerball? Was Jonathan Houseman in Rollerball?
Yeah, but who remembers?
I don't even remember Rollerball.
Rollerball is one of those movies hardly anybody saw.
What, does he stay home and just watch stuff?
It's a good movie, but I don't remember it.
I do remember it, but I don't know who he's talking about.
Jonathan Houseman, I don't remember him being in Rollerball. John Houseman, rather, right. The old guy.
Jonathan. You got a question right here?
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis. Does Al Michaels use Rogaine?
Extra strength, baby. Stuttering John, who is that?
Dennis, this question is for you.
I use Rogaine on my pubic triangle.
Dennis.
Just a little lunchtime chat there for the lady enjoying her fettuccine bolognese over there.
Dennis, would you want Al Michaels on stage with you when you do stand-up?
What is that, man?
Would you want Al Michaels on stage with you when you do stand-up?
Yeah, fine. It'd be great. Good question.
Who sent you, Imus?
Let's go back over here. You got the next one? You all set? Okay.
Dennis. If a guy tells a joke with references no one understands, is it a joke?
I don't really think about it. Whatever, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm fine with that either way. I've kind of built my career on not worrying about whether everybody gets it.
All right, he's answering questions from Stuttering John.
And you know what's funny, Howard? The last time I interviewed, Dennis at a press conference. It was, we had his new show here before, so he was so happy he was playing. This time he's pissed. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to play.
This is not comfortable.
It shows he's thought about it a lot.
He's already heard the comment.
Yeah. He's in defense mode.
This is one of those scenes where John and Dennis are the only two people in the room.
Were you embarrassed standing up and doing it? Getting douche chills?
Only because I was really hated there.
Yeah.
People were hating me, but, I don't care.
It was a good vibe in the room.
Were other people asking questions?
They gave people a chance. You heard them give them a chance, and nobody took the thing.
Thank God for you.
Right, thank God you were there.
If I have to, if I start writing for you, I don't know if that'll work for the general public.
He's having fun. Oh, come on. Dennis, I've done this before.
Now, listen, that wasn't that detailed a question. You have to write these down, Conan, okay? What do you got next there?
All right, Dennis.
I see him referencing this scratch sheet. It's like a 4-word question.
Hey, Dennis, he's throwing me out right now. Could you just let me finish? Do you tell him?
What do you mean throwing him out?
Yeah, he's throwing me out.
Throw him out? What are you doing?
He's throwing me out.
Now, listen, if he goes, I go. So let
there
him
you go. All right, Dennis. 3 more questions, I'm done.
God.
Okay.
I'm under this tough 𝗲𝗏𝗮𝗯-like grilling. You know who 𝗲𝗏𝗮𝗯 is?
No one in the room does. That's the unfortunate thing.
Get it?
He's so impressed with his own intellectual prowess.
𝗲𝗏𝗮𝗯.
What is 𝗲𝗏𝗮𝗯?
She's an Italian reporter who goes off and interviews, all these weird
He's doing jokes to the Mensa quadrant.
Right, okay.
Did you ever pee in a thermos during the...
Okay, go ahead. What's the next one?
Did you pee in a thermos during the during the broadcast of the first game?
Yes, I did.
It is true.
Yeah, I peed in a thermos. What do you want?
All right. That's enough.
I don't get the jets.
Will you be doing any jokes about 𝗦𝗵icius and Marcus Aurelius?
Who? Now, see, it's easy to critique people who do performing for a living, but now you have the floor. It's uninterrupted. I've asked them to let you stay. All eyes are upon you.
Okay, good.
Let's be vaguely interesting, my friend.
Dennis,
Yeah, you know what? He's being real interesting. As soon as John leaves, it's over.
Right. He ought to be working with you.
Yeah. Everyone's applauding, but meanwhile, they're applauding you.
That's right. They are entertained now.
Is it possible for you to call a football game without a batch of scripted jokes?
Well, I did take some scripted jokes in the room. No, you can't stop with that. Listen, I don't want to do this if you're going to turn it into some homage. He has valid questions. I do script some jokes, as you scripted your interview here. I think a lot of people script things for football games. I just don't think that they sound scripted because they're sort of the same details you've heard about a football game over the years. So if I write a joke during the week and I take it in, if the public wishes me not to do that, I discontinue doing that. But so far it seems they quote those jokes and they seem to like them. So I'll probably continue to do it.
One more question, guys. I'm done. One more and I'm done.
I know, but you're just going to cause a scene. I think it's best to let these sort of things play themselves on.
Let some of the kids ask questions.
One more and I'm done. Just one more.
Well, listen, I just want you to know, they have said there are kids who want to ask questions. You have chosen to be